Hello and welcome back to the Paper Dungeon. We are so happy to be here streaming tonight. I'm feeling much better, so I'm very excited to actually get to be streaming tonight because I missed you guys last week. It was terrible. But we do have a couple of announcements. Really pretty simple for the announcements. Basically, we're going to be looking at the schedule for the next couple of weeks. This episode is going to be the Paper Dungeon, obviously. And then next week is our final main campaign episode of the year.
Oh my
which is crazy.
goodness.
So
Wow.
definitely check that one out. It's going to be great. After that, we're going to have a Christmas one-shot that is DM'd by none other than the Senor Andrew McKellips. It's going to be pre-recorded so we can be spending Christmas with our families because that's going to be on the 27th is when that's dropping.
Lame.
But I think a couple of us, it's like the less cool ones like Aaron,
And me.
maybe Lydia, and Grant.
Oh wait,
Sorry,
I'll be
Lydia.
gone.
Never mind. Anyway, there might be a couple of us who are in chat, but
You
just
can't get
know
rid of
that
me.
that's right.
I am. Oh, is omnipotent?
Omnipresent.
Omnipotent is like you know everything.
Omnipotent.
Omnipresent
I'm,
is you see everything or you are
I'm
everywhere, whatever.
Omnivore.
Yeah,
Anyway.
is
Anyway, the attributes of God are not things that we are here to delegate right now or discuss. But
Dread it. Run from it.
my gosh. So the Christmas one shot will be on the 27th. And then the following week after that, we're going to be re-streaming our first episode of the main campaign. Should be several of us.
City.
We're 1 week back. The 20th is the one shot. The 27th is the rerun.
Is that how it is?
Yes.
Anyway,
Because-
next week
because
is the
today
main
is the
campaign.
6th.
Week after that, whatever.
Yeah.
Week after that is Christmas one shot. Week after that is the restream of the first episode.
Wow.
Again, there should be probably several of us in chat hanging out. I think maybe Grant or Aaron, whoever. I don't know.
I'll be here.
And then we have a fun table scraps episode. No, not table scraps, filing cabinet episode, excuse me. The following week after that, where we're going to be talking about the last year, what it's been like, doing a bunch of stuff like that. Should be super, super fun. And then on the 10th of January is when we will be back with the main campaign, plus some lit stuff on top of that. So definitely be there. Does any of that need correcting from the people who actually know what's going on?
Follow us on social media, and you will find the correct information there.
That's
Wow, what
right.
a convenient intro.
Or the Discord. We usually tell people what's
Yes,
going
this
on.
Discord's a great place to stay informed and check out cool stuff
Talk,
like art
Hang out
and
like Lydia's art.
campaign theories and just general D&D chat and get to know people.
It is
Great.
also
Could be-
conveniently the only place where you can really know when we will be streaming Table Scraps, which happens
It's
on
true.
Thursdays. Even probably during the weeks when we won't even be streaming the main campaign, because what else am I supposed to do with my time?
All that being said, we are thankful for you guys to be here. We're super excited to play. I don't think we have anything else that we need to talk about before we get started. So let's go ahead and get started with episode 51 of The Paper Dungeon. Roll the clip, Drew.
Whoa, that's
Welcome to Nicomuras, a world full of sprawling cities and dark secrets. In the wake of the trial, a divine act of righteous judgment, the world has been launched into an era of rebirth. But there are those who still lust for darkness and ruin. Follow us across the continent of Talira, from the deserts of Elon Ryan to the fields of Rivaluna. Deep in the Bloomrose Ocean and high above the Alisar Mountains, our story will see our adventurers through glory, fear, and fortune as they make their way through the Paper Dungeon.
All right, and welcome back to episode 51 of Paper Dungeon. In Grant, I will literally go out there and stab you.
I'm just
Oh.
sipping my tea.
threats.
So
Here on the
in
Paper
our
Dungeon,
soup.
we are a child-friendly stream.
I'm so tired.
You got
Family
this,
friendly.
DJ. You
It's
got this. You
family
got this. You
friendly.
got
So-
this.
In our previous episode, our adventurers used their newfound flying ship, known as the Dead King's Horde, to travel from Lasania across the Ocean, I think.
Yeah,
Sure.
I think that's the.
absolutely.
I'm not gonna double check it. I think it's
Anything
the
you say,
Oceanora
DM.
Ocean. Don't quote me on that one. Let me double check the world building. But they flew across the ocean, back across the Scarlet Waste, the Alisar Mountains, and found themselves meeting up with many of the refugees and many of their old friends on the border of Oclaron, where this camp had been set up, or several camps had been set up. As they flew there, they saw that there was this magical border that was blocking the actual country of Oclaron from the country of, why am I forgetting it? Anyway, the country that they're in. I will double check later.
Yep.
But where they are blocking it off so that they could not be attacked, along with the fact that there were 3 gods that were guarding that border: Malice, Malkuma, and Demarius. And so with those 3 guards basically protecting the border, this encampment was somewhat safe for now. When they did arrive, they were reunited with many of their oldest friends: Lada, Kiamora, Revoluthel, Takara was always with them. Valna and Biero, Kathyr's siblings, were there. There's Charles and Niefendil, friends and family of Edward. You guys met up with, you didn't see Nyla, but you did see Mary, the younger sister of the guard that befriended Tarak and helped him out. And you also met Delandric Ironhilt, king of the Ironhilt clan in the Alisar Mountains, and an important character to Tarak and his life. As you guys reconnected, you were introduced to those you hadn't known before, kind of allowed a little bit of time to catch up on where you guys had been, explained what had happened since you guys have left Athala, and then went about some different business. First and foremost, Tarak, you discovered that Urak Varas, this mythical artifact of dwarven heritage, was actually supposedly prophesized and designed specifically for you. Delandric having a vision of you some 800 years ago, wielding the great axe and allowing you to have it. And so Delandric requested that you finally take this and take up your destiny. Yes, sir.
Is it an axe or a hammer?
It's an axe. No, it's a hammer.
It's definitely a
I
hammer.
misspoke.
It's a
I
warhammer?
exceeded. I
Okay,
misspoke. Yes.
We're good.
Yeah. No, it's a hammer.
I got it covered. I got confused when I saw a D12. I was like, "Ooh, something's up here."
Yes. Oh yeah, no, I know. I put it as a great axe in D&D Beyond because it does have a D12 of damage.
Neat.
Dang.
So
Good
there
to
you go.
know.
Yeah, sorry. But you were given that weapon. Upon that being bestowed upon you, you felt very much in shame and revealed everything that happened to your mentor, to Delandric, his older brother, at which point he refused to forgive you until you completed your quest and actually set out and fulfilled what is now known as your destiny. While that was going on, Renaya, you caught up with Lada, explained to her how you have a boyfriend who's an edgy little punk, and she wasn't happy about it, as all moms would be, but it is what it is. Edward, you managed to catch up with Charles a little bit and had some
Yes.
great bonding with Tarak. And then Kathyr, you were able to have a pretty intimate conversation with your sister that would allow you to really keep pushing forward. We left off with you guys specifically with Kathyr and Renaya making their way to go find Tarak and Edward so that they could have a chat, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Correct.
Yes.
Cool.
Yes.
So you guys are making your way through the main encampment, having just left the main tent with the banquet, or the banquet tent, and would now be making your way towards the last point that you saw them, which is heading out towards one of the wooded areas just outside of camp, which would be west of camp. as you guys are walking, it is beginning to get dark. And as that's going on, I'll have you both make perception checks.
So we were lied to. You just kill us right out the gate.
That's right.
What a turn, what a twist.
What'd you get?
22.
22?
Perception 23.
Perceptive.
Both of you. Ooh. You both, as you exit the main tent and look out at the golden shimmering border between where you guys are and Ocleron, it seems fainter and maybe a little shorter than when you first arrived.
That's a little concerning.
You see it too, right?
Yeah, the border is like
Yeah.
smaller, like maybe
It's
weaker.
like
Some would
fainter,
perceive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Huh. That's concerning.
Should we do something?
I
Should
mean,
notify somebody about
I-
it?
I
don't
don't
really know what to
know.
do in this situation.
Neither do I. I mean,
Um,
that's. I don't know if. I mean, we can't do anything about that.
I probably not.
I mean, I'm sure.
Uh,
I'm sure Malice is on it, right?
I
Probably.
take out my holy symbol. You good?
All formality aside, talking to your god. No, all that aside. Just hey, bro, we good?
You good?
Goodness, you know his pager number.
And yeah, you get a sense it's not like he can talk to you or until he like physically shows up,
Right.
but you get a sense of like roll a religion check. No, actually no,
Ooh.
roll an insight check.
Okay.
This is to interpret the feelings, the vibes that he's sending you through your holy symbol.
Dirty 20.
Cool. It's kind of like a no, but we're figuring it out.
Oh my goodness, I love
All
that.
right. So I think we should be a little concerned. But you're right. There's nothing we can really do about it at the moment.
I mean, unless you know a wizard who has access to like a wall spell.
Ball of power.
I
Like,
know
yeah,
like
yes, a wall.
I
of
know
power.
like 10 people, and you know all of them too.
Right.
So,
Okay.
Okay, so that actually kind of puts a twist in things. I was going to see if we could try to talk with Malice at some point to see if he knows anything about the Ow.
Right.
if there's anything we can do about it. But he's a little busy at the moment.
That's probably is true. Yes.
So yeah, so maybe
Later.
Maybe later. We're and then I'm gonna start walking to where I saw Tarak and Edward walking and talking.
Yeah, I follow. Of course.
So I actually wanted to ask you a question.
Okay.
Are you
Blue.
going to tell what?
Sorry.
I thought you- I
DJ,
personally thought
DJ,
you
you
were
got that right?
Purple.
Yeah.
but-
Yep. Yeah. Okay. No. Sorry. Inside joke between DJ and I. Go. Yeah. Go ahead, Lydia.
Okay. So were you planning on talking to Kimura about your dream?
Man. I mean, shoot, I hadn't even thought about it. I'm gonna be honest. I mean, yes, I wanted to talk to him about that, but I hadn't thought about the process of talking to him about that. Yeah. Oh boy.
Oh
That's-
boy, indeed.
Yeah, I mean, really, I just need to talk to Kimura in general. Yeah, I mean, I would like to, if possible, it's before we leave, but I don't know when. But there seems to be a couple of other things that are kind of in the forefront.
Right.
Couple other things we have to get on track before I can do that.
And on the bright side, I don't know if the whole thing will work out now that Turak has the hammer.
Right. Well, that is interesting. Yes, because he has the hammer, which is both a comfort and a concern.
Concerned why?
Well, thanks, Aaron.
That's what I'm here for.
Because great if that has helped change things. That's great. Perhaps then we're avoiding that outcome.
Mm-hmm.
But otherwise, there's also the possibility that Kimura gets the hammer from someone, and it might not be the most friendly means.
Do you think he's gonna take it from Turak?
I think it's possible. I don't want to say that is what he's going to do or what he would do, but I don't know.
Doesn't
I didn't.
sound very Kimura-esque.
Well, that's true, but it doesn't seem very Kimura-esque for him to be standing on a bunch of dwarven bodies and be imprisoned.
Are you sure this was a vision and not just some like weird dream?
Yes.
How do you know?
It's hard to describe. It's like if it were a dream, it wouldn't have felt so real. I have dreams, and I know when I am dreaming, because these visions have a very, very different feeling to them. And they feel clearer, more distinct, more purposeful. Yes, Aaron.
Canonically, elves actually don't dream because
Shut
they
up,
enter
Aaron.
into a trance, which means that they aren't targetable by the dream spell, therefore making your statement incorrect. Yes, that is my answer.
Well, the DM has expressed how we've had dreams before in the past in his world, so...
2 points to Aaron.
Take it.
DM's a loser and doesn't know what he's talking about.
So, well, this is DM's world,
Never
so
mind,
deal with
Kimura
it.
is gonna kill Turak.
I'm down.
When did you start having these?
Oh, what was the first one? Probably be close to 3 years ago now. It was shortly before I left home. I had the first one before I left home, and that's what put me on the path to leave.
Why did you leave home again?
Specifically, I was at a place where I was looking for answers. I had a lot of questions, specifically targeted towards fate. And I had a dream of like a grove almost, and I was told to find this place, and that after I did so, I would get the answers that I seek.
Did you find it?
No, I have not yet. I left home, and then not too much long after that, about a month or two on the road, I had another dream leading me to Melora. And well, the story has continued from there.
And the dreams are from the gods?
Yes, specifically Adaria and the rest, yes, of fate.
Cool.
Why are you curious? Is there something that you needed help with?
No. I don't know. It's just that I don't normally get to hear about you.
Right. I'm not I will admit, I'm not exactly an open book.
Yeah, you're kind of like, you know, there's like diaries that like have like the locks on them, and
But
then,
it's not. But it's a very
and then-
like special kind of key.
but yeah, the very specific key, but it's on like a little chain, and then you accidentally like lock the key in with the lock, so then you can't use the key to unlock it anymore. That's a lot what you're like.
The key is Ruat. Whoever is found to him with Ruat is who gets to know him.
Well, hey, they get to spend the most time with him, so
Yeah, that's all.
right. I mean, yeah, you're not wrong. But I'm trying. I am trying to be a little more open to everyone. It's a little hard for me. I don't connect very easily with people anymore.
Anymore?
Well, a long time ago, I was younger, more out there, so to speak. A little more, what was the term? Extroverted?
Oh, I was gonna say outgoing, but yeah, extrovert is a good one too.
Yeah. But in my older days, I say older days, I'm not that old, but I just,
Nah, you're pretty old.
well, I am, almost a century and a half old.
I'm like a half century.
Shoot,
so-
wait. Oh my goodness. Kathyr would be 149 now. Man,
Did we miss Cathyr's birthday?
I need to write that down. I mean, technically, yes.
No.
But it's
I
fine.
think you guys, in one of your time jumps, you missed it.
Yeah, I'm pretty
Oh,
sure.
we
Yeah.
didn't get a birthday episode.
No.
I'm pretty sure
I think when you guys went to the Fae,
yeah.
Which was so many of those.
like went to the
Spec-
Feywild.
Specifically the one that caused the 4 months of a time jump, you know?
Yeah.
Wow, that's kind of crazy to think about, though. 149.
I'm Time's
you-
weird. I'm either
do you-
54 or 55. Maybe 56. We'll find out.
Do you not know your birthday? Your
I have like an idea of when it's at.
right. It wasn't exactly celebrated when you were younger.
No, cult family.
Right. Yes.
Yeah.
Right. I don't take this the wrong way, but it's kind of easy to forget. After all, you tend to not be very cult-ish.
Thank you.
Well, you just at least from my experience, most people with cult backgrounds, like they wear like cloaks and like have daggers and talk nonsense all the time.
Yeah, no, I don't do that at all. Are we close to Edward and Tarak?
I believe
At
Edward was leaving.
Yeah,
The
at this moment,
conversation
you guys
was
are like
bad.
probably about 30 feet away from the edge of the forest when you watch, or you guys notice that Edward steps out of the edge of the forest.
Oh, Edward!
Why, hello.
Hi.
What are you guys off to do?
To find you, and we
we-
did it.
Yes,
Hey,
we
good
were.
job.
Yes, we were trying to find you and track.
Oh yeah, I was just talking to Tarak. You know, there's so many people that we haven't seen in so long. It feels kind of chaotic.
It does, yes. There are a lot of people and a lot of things to discuss.
It's like I don't even know where to start, who to talk to, what to say.
Right.
There's so much to do.
Do you have a few minutes though? I was hoping to talk to everyone together real quick.
Well, sure. I believe there's a banquet tonight. Am I right, DM? Is there a banquet?
Yes.
Okay, cool. I believe there's a banquet tonight. I suppose we could probably eat before then. Or not eat. Ha, talk before then.
Yes, that would be good. That would be preferred, yes.
Let's go. I think he should be there. We should be able to catch him if we're quick enough. He tends to scamper off sometimes.
You guys
What was that, Aaron?
all step.
We didn't hear you, Aaron.
I don't move.
Sometimes he just goes outside and sits in a ball or under his bat.
Yeah,
You just
you
never know.
guys like step into the forest and you just see Trek sitting there.
Hi,
Hanging
I
out.
am encased in bat. That is accurate. I am in like under bat wings, so it's just my bat.
Tarak?
Oh, he's not here. It's just his
Tarak,
bat.
Tarak, are you there?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's in.
Yeah.
Oh, there he is.
Is it all right if we all speak together for
Are
a
we
few
sure?
minutes?
I guess.
All right. Are you going to get out of the bats, or are you just gonna?
I mean, sure.
Right. Well, thank you for all coming to my meeting, guys.
Hi,
Go
Kathyr.
around the
Welcome
circle
to my
and make
TED
sure
Talk.
that we all know everyone's names.
It feels like it's been forever, honestly.
Oh,
We haven't
man.
seen each other in
I haven't
so
talked
long.
to you in
It's-
All of us
ages.
in one place. It's really weird. I'm kind
Right.
of uncomfortable. I don't know who to make eye contact with.
Well,
Edward makes eye contact.
Drew is suddenly very nervous.
Well, spit it
That's
out. We're all here.
That's quite a lot that's
Patience,
happened, right? Quite a lot to digest with all the stuff going on right now. Lots of, shoot, Tarak is being apparently is the orc savior of the world.
Overrated.
Or Edward being the new leader of Athala, or Renaya
sorts.
being the eventual leader of the Abyss, but we're not going to talk about that.
More like a representative. And never mind. I won't even
But-
mention the abyss.
But I'm going to be honest, I was kind of struggling to really come to terms with all that has happened, and really, well, I didn't see the purpose really of us sticking together, if I'm honest.
When?
Recently, there's just so many things happening now, right? So many different things pulling us all in different directions, and we've done, but then I was thinking, we've done some remarkable things, and I've talked with my sister a little bit about this. We killed Palancina and stopped her from having an underground trafficking of children in diseases. And we overthrew a undead tyrant who was oppressing a group of people, who still is in some ways.
An entire city, not just a group.
Right.
It's basically taking down a government.
Or fighting a black dragon and surviving somehow. Or even, uncovering the Dead King's Hoard, a mythical legend.
Don't forget Terracolamos.
Yes, uncovering Terracolamos' tomb, his hoard. And I realized that, we've had a pretty good run, right? We've done some pretty great things. And really, there's no reason to end it yet. Even if there are many different things pulling us all in different directions, there's no reason that we couldn't do them together. And furthermore, these people, the people here, they're scared. They don't know if they're going to make it the next day. They're worried about what's going to happen. And they're looking to someone to give them hope, to give them a future. And I know, and Hava would say this if he were here with us, we aren't heroes. And I would agree with that. I don't think any of us consider ourselves heroes, necessarily. We all have our problems, as it were. But these people... What are you smirking at, Aaron?
I hit a thing and it made a noise, and then I did this and it made Lydia laugh, so now I'm smirking. Please continue.
You're doing great, Drew. You're doing
No,
great.
now I just feel like an idiot. It's fine.
No, you're doing
No, you're
great,
doing
buddy.
really, really well.
I
Anyway.
love this. Keep going.
Anyway, where was I? Not heroes. But these people, they need something to believe in. Oh my goodness, what is going on? What is
Just
happening?
keep going, man. Ignore us. Pretend like we're not here,
I'm
okay?
so confused.
Fine, I won't make eye
I'm sorry,
contact.
I started laughing because
I-
you were like,
you know
"Where
what,
was I?" And
guys?
then Grant pretended to check notes on
I'm
his
gonna-
arm, and I saw it, and I thought it was so funny. I'm so
You know what?
sorry,
Yes,
dude.
Wander.
Looking at a watch.
Wander, you know what? I'm gonna look at chat from now on. I'm not gonna make eye contact with them
That's right,
anymore.
chat.
I'm,
Chat,
I'm
you
not
have to
playing
be
with.
nice to him.
I'm not
so
playing
sorry.
with them
literally-
anymore.
I'm gonna cover up everybody's screen except
You're doing a
yours.
very good
Drew.
job,
I'm
and
so
I'm
very
sorry.
appreciative.
I'm
Monologue.
so sorry.
This is so
Okay,
important.
go ahead. Keep going.
Now you got me laughing. Anyway, not heroes. But maybe we could pretend for them, right? Because truth be told, maybe we aren't heroes. Maybe we're just monsters or cowards or murderers or traitors. But even if that is true, we can choose to be something else for these people. For Oclaron. For Talira. And I think it's important that even if we admit to ourselves and to each other that we're broken people, at least give everyone else something to believe in and to know that it's going to be all right. And because I admit, I forgot just how unique of a people that the four of us, the six of us, were. But for their sake, we can't forget. We have to keep going. And if that takes us to the Scarlet Wastes to find and maybe fight a bunch of orcs, or takes us deep into Athalan territory to fight undead hordes, or into the Abyss or the Nine Hells, so be it. Just as long as we're all there for each other, right?
Kathyr, I can't speak for all of us, but I know that when I started here, I guess it was kind of a choice, kind of not. Track kind of picked me up and ran with me. Literally ran with me when I punched me in the face. And then the whole witch scenario. And throughout all of that and the following events, I felt like the people. What you described. Afraid. Not knowing if you're even going to survive the next day. Wondering what's going to happen the next moment even sometimes. Being on the edge of your seat always. Afraid. And one thing I know, although it's taken suffering and loss, I'm beginning to find that there actually is, thank the gods, there's a bit of reward. Not just monetary. Goodness gracious, not just that, although there is a lot of that. I mean, we got to see people today that we thought we might never see again. I've never felt something like that before in my entire life. It's an incredible feeling. I got to tell them what we've done. The amazing things you listed. And before this, all I really had under, my repertoire was some fencing lessons and some schooling. Maybe a bit of magic. It's not all that impressive, but to say that we've uncovered several hordes by now, that we have taken down Prazius, the tyrant, all of those things, it's like something out of a book, like a legend. Now, I'm not quite saying that I think we are legends. The best part of it is that we are, in some ways, kind of normal. Now, that might sound funny. Well, we are all quite different. But we, as far as I know, understand what it's like to feel and be common. To be afraid, as I've mentioned. And I think it's given us compassion. I know I have compassion on the Atholans. Goodness, the thousands of others who have been displaced. It makes sense to me that we would stick together for that reason. But I also understand, Kathyr, that if indeed our lives take us other directions, that's just the course of things. I've known from when I left my estate, I've known that I have a job to do. I don't always know what that is. But I think I'm beginning to discover what it might be. And someday, each of our jobs, they might not include one another. And it brings me heartache. But it might have to be done. As of now, I suppose we can figure it out together.
Right.
Well, it's probably everyone's last chance to back out.
About that. Not that I'm backing out. I'm not backing out. That's not what I'm saying.
I sure it might be a good idea.
I just, no, I really like you guys. I owe you guys an apology.
Oh?
Didn't share. Oh, Tarak, you're not caught up.
What?
I have not been telling you guys everything with Graz'zt because I wasn't sure of him and then of all of you, but I shouldn't have hid it from you guys.
Or gotta kill him?
That's my bad. I
no,
apologize.
you don't get to kill him. No, it's he does have one thing right though. He's not going away. And I don't think I want him to. And I want you guys to understand that before we continue forward.
Is there some reason that he would go away? Did he do something? Or
No, he just So, Tarak, I have a key. He gave me a key, and
Okay.
it opens up this like portal to a room in his palace. I got my own room. It's really pretty, but
neat? Maybe a little skeezy.
what?
Nothing. Keep going.
Okay, so I've got that.
Jeezy.
And then what else has happened? Basically, he's been around a lot more, and I don't mind it, and everything with that is fine as long as you all are fine with it.
Okay. I mean, I don't really know the guy.
Right.
Yeah.
Do you want to get to know him?
I mean, it would be pretty helpful, yeah. That would at least do. It would at least,
Well, I
reduce
know-
a little bit of the doubt.
Yeah, and I know.
I am going to threaten him. I just want to get that out in the air.
Oh, that's probably not a really good idea to do.
Or just culture.
Right, sorry. I respect that. Okay.
Oh, and the culture
Look,
card.
I know. Kathyr and Edward, you guys aren't the most comfortable with the idea of him being around, and so I thought I had an idea basically. I was able to get him to go under Zone of Truth for me before. If I could maybe get him to do that again and let you guys talk to him, would that give you guys some ease of mind?
Just awkwardly looks at Tarak. Or not Tarak.
what?
Not Tarak. Kathyr.
Yeah, we both just look at each other for a moment.
Like,
I mean,
you,
it could could help.
You could, I guess. But you.
I would need to think of what I would want to talk to him about, though.
Okay, well, I don't know if he's going to do it or not. I have to kind of like talk to him first and see if he's
Right.
okay with that. He wasn't okay with it when I did it, but he did it for me, kind of thing.
Renaya,
What?
you do understand the hesitation, right, of the whole deal. It just makes me real uncomfortable. What do you mean by be around more? Like, do you mean he'll just hang out with us at the fire
No,
and stuff like that?
No.
That just feels strange.
No, he won't. No, not like that. Like he's gonna be like Malice. That's probably the best way to put
He's
it.
going to kidnap you like every
no,
time he shows
no more
up.
kidnapping because it's gonna hurt real bad if they do that. No
Yeah,
more
that's what
kidnapping.
I'm
I've already covered that. No, just present with me, and I want you guys to know that you can trust me with that.
Renaya, I do trust you. I have a really hard time trusting Graz'zt. I don't know if he wants to hurt anybody, if he wants to hurt us, what he wants to do.
Exactly. Well, you can ask him.
That would be quite unique.
Yes, it would. It would. It really would.
Speaking amicably, face to face with a demon prince? Are you kidding me?
Well,
Is that
it's
possible?
not that out there. It's, I
It's-
wouldn't say
Actually,
it's
like-
common.
I mean, it's pretty out there.
He's really actually pretty sweet if you like, once you warm up to him.
I
Don't
need
tell
to know
him.
the truth.
Don't tell him I told you that because he's got like a reputation to uphold kind of thing, and he'd probably be like, don't talk about that.
Okay.
Warm up to him.
I will chat with him.
Yeah.
Yes. I mean, if he agrees, then it would be nice. Yes.
If he doesn't agree, though, I just don't think we can do this. It's more than just us at stake here. If he has alternative motives, and we're the reason something terrible happens, I don't think I could live with that.
Any of you guys.
What was
Hey.
that?
I wouldn't let him do anything to hurt any of you guys.
How could you stop him? He's a demon prince.
Yeah, Edward, I was actually about to ask the same thing. So if he refuses, what would you do about it?
Remember when I was like missing for like 4 days?
Very
And then, like,
clearly.
I came back in like a
Wait,
really
which
pretty
time?
dress.
Well,
And then I had,
no, Track and
I
I
had,
were
the-
gone during that time.
Pavel
so-
and I
the
were
blood on my
freaking
forehead.
out.
But Kathyr, you found me.
I mean, yeah, you were passed out in like the
Yes.
room and
Right.
like
So,
not responding.
Yeah, that was because I had gone to his palace in the abyss and met a bunch of demon lords, and they all bowed to me, including Graz'zt.
Okay.
That's
You
bowed to me.
It just happened.
not the other way around.
You didn't seek this out. How? How did they? Why would they?
And why were you asleep for 4 days?
Well, apparently it's like really exhausting in the abyss.
We need to work on we need to get you doing some cardio.
Yeah, your
I mean-
constitution is apparently
Yeah.
lacking.
Like drink some poison every day.
I mean,
something like that.
I
I
even
don't know.
had the gauntlets at the time, but that's
I don't know. This whole thing feels just off to me.
it's yeah, forgive us, Renaya, but there is a reason that a demon lord is a demon lord, and it's not very easy to shrug that off.
Using gods are gods.
It's different circumstances.
I think that it really doesn't matter. Can anyone here actively do anything to stop him?
That's a good point. If he wanted to do something, he'd do it anyways. I just don't like inviting it.
Yes.
I mean, we don't have to invite it. I'm not asking everyone to be like I'm not just gonna sit there and wait. I'm gonna be ready for something bad does happen. But I am under the constant assumption that something bad will happen to Renaya literally when anyone talks to her.
Look,
Because it's a real bad habit
I
people
get
have.
kidnapped a lot.
It is kind of crazy.
It's kind of ridiculous. Anyway, look, he's helping me. I'm stronger. I feel happier. I'm free. My thoughts are mine. I finally have my thoughts. I've never had my thoughts before. It's kind of frightening sometimes. But
I say prepare for the worst, hope for the best. We haven't seen him do anything terrible yet.
Right, I think we can hear him out, and if he somehow manages to sway us with his words and convince us that maybe he doesn't have ulterior motives, if he manages to pull that off somehow, then we will consider
Doing what?
saying okay, I guess? I don't really know what you want from us.
well,
Consider giving your pointless approval.
Yeah, that's right. Our pointless
I'm sorry.
approval. That's right.
I want you guys to know you're safe with me. And that includes everything that comes with me.
I think I could take him anyway, so I think it would be fine.
You probably could.
100%.
Said that.
I got this magic hammer that I kind of don't like now, so it will be great.
Okay.
Right.
Tarak, I'll
You want
flank.
like now or
Ow.
I don't
Here?
think. I don't think right now.
I mean, I'm down to talk anytime, any
Before the
place.
banquet?
I don't think right now would work out well. At least personally speaking, I don't think it would work out well.
I feel like I need to prepare some questions or something, right? Like, what would I... I'm flustered.
I mean, I'm down to have my talk with him anytime, any place. I'm always ready.
Because I honestly would rather do it sooner than later. Because honestly, I have like this lump in my stomach thinking about like you guys, like not happy with me about it.
I am ready whenever. You hear them. All four of you here.
Okay, so
gosh, is
that's
he
not.
here?
You can't have him doing that.
No, that's not.
That's like
okay.
not okay.
No, I
That is
don't
an
like it.
intrusion
Okay,
of privacy.
it's a learning,
I don't
it's
like
a learning
it.
process. Sorry.
Is he in the trees? I heard him. Behind me.
No, he does. He'll talk sometimes.
Why are you laughing?
Grant, I love your role playing.
What do you mean? Who's Grant? I'm Edward.
And I'm Drew, okay? I'm not
Okay,
speaking as
so-
Kathyr.
Kathyr, you're not feeling well, are you?
I'm a doctor, do not fear.
Ooh. Sooner the better. For me.
I don't know if we...
I mean, if you like, I don't need a little zone of truth. I'll just talk to him, threaten him a little bit, have a regular conversation in the Orcish tradition, and then if you in that meantime you want to work up some questions, kind of steal yourself.
Sure. Tarak, you fire away. We will...
I mean,
We'll
he
be-
doesn't. You guys don't even have to be present. I can walk over in that direction.
I don't know if there's a better time.
Drag
so-
this unreasonably heavy hammer with me.
That is a very large
like
and nice
that.
hammer, Tarak. Actually,
What do you
now that
think,
mention
Kathyr?
it.
Heavier than it looks.
If Tarak disapproves, then certainly we would, right? So that makes sense. You can be the filter.
I'm not. I am
If you guys
known for not having a
Correct.
filter.
You know, we'll cross that bridge if we come to it.
There's a
Business
bridge
track. I
involved.
choose you.
Drac, I choose you.
Okay, so are we doing this? You guys wanting to do this?
For sure, I haven't warmed up. I'm super ready.
Sure.
Edward holds Kathyr's hand and says, "We can do it."
I take a couple steps. I take a couple steps backwards.
By the way, I know that, like, I mean, you two clearly need some time, but Rana, if you want to, like, sit and watch, that's fine. Or I can do it one-on-one. Doesn't really matter.
Probably better if I'm there.
I mean, it won't change how I speak.
I know, that's why I want to be there. Like
You're
a
afraid
cushion.
that, yeah, afraid that I'm gonna take him out.
I mean, you guys called him rude earlier, and that upset him, so I don't.
Who
want-
called who rude?
Oh, but Kathyr called him rude because.
Kathyr.
Anyway.
He kind of barged in anyway. That was a little rude.
It was an attempt to communicate. All right, I'm going to go. I don't know if I need to open the door again or just wait.
I don't think you can.
Graz'zt, Prince of Pleasure, show yourself. Please.
Oh, he did say please.
Cue Graz'zt
It's a
theme
good one.
music.
That could be something we can work on for next year, guys.
Oh, don't worry, it'll
Uh,
happen.
Doo-doo, doo-doo.
Track,
TPD
you say
Villains
that.
album.
Dog. Oh my gosh, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, it's gonna
um,
happen someday.
After you guys wait for like 10, 20, 30 seconds.
Well, he's not coming. I mean, I guess we could just go
Just
eat
wait,
at the
just wait.
banquet.
Just wait.
If he wanted to show up, he would, right?
He's probably getting ready.
Getting ready?
He looks
After
very nice.
a couple of minutes, a little kind of sparking ball of light appears in a similar fashion to when you use the key, Renaya, except it's almost the opposite way, as if someone is opening the door from the other side. The sparkling outline of the door appears and opens from the inside. And out of this massive door, Graz'zt in his full demon form, about 10 feet tall, dark purple tattooed skin with rippling muscles covered in scars. He has kind of this black button blouse, or not blouse, but like nice buttoned up
He's got
shirt
a dress shirt.
on, with a Vestrusium chain hanging down midway to his chest. He's got like one more button than he's more suave than I am, so he's got like one more button down, so it's like mid of his chest.
Does he have a
Um,
sternum bush?
No, it's just a big old scar going across. the
DJ,
top.
if we're comparing him to you, does he have a concave chest?
He
Ouch,
uses,
wow.
he uses Manscaped. He's like clean shaven.
For those of you who don't know, DJ's
No,
got a
no,
messed
no,
up
no.
sternum.
Wait,
Well,
he's in
anyway.
demon
Technically-
form.
Technically,
So he's
it's
like a
Mechanics
horrendous
thing. It's what gives us our
monster.
good
So-
luck.
Oh, gotcha.
He appears out of the door, stepping in and striding into the material plane. Edward, Kathyr, and Trek. I need the three of you to make a wisdom saving throw.
For a second, I thought you were gonna be like roll initiative.
Roll for initiative.
Wait, is this a wisdom
Natural 20.
saving throw?
Natural
DM,
20?
DM,
Very
is this considered a charm effect?
No.
Plot
No.
twist.
It.
I
It's not.
would
Probably a
like
fear
DJ to
effect.
make a sneak
Shock.
attack
This is
on
the
you guys.
this is Gratz's frightful presence.
Ah.
I'm afraid. I got a 10.
Did
Okay.
you add your +3 from being within
No, I
being
got
close
a
to Kathyr?
13.
Let's see, what did I get? That is a. Where's my wisdom? There it is. 21.
In total, I have a
Um,
26.
The two paladins, you don't feel the effects, but Edward,
Edward.
as he walks through the door, striding into the material plane, you notice the massive, like 7-foot waving sword with this massive barb on the end hanging off of his side. The scars and just the demonic presence in front of you. You start to tremble just a little bit, and you take like one step back and almost like kind of like step back behind Kathyr as for the next minute you are afraid of Graz'zt. The other two, you guys look at Graz'zt and are immediately intimidated, but not afraid of him. Like you kind of guys, you knew what to expect, especially you, Kathyr, being the one who told him off earlier. You kind of knew what to expect.
Yeah.
But he comes and he stands before you all. You wanted to speak with me.
Yeah, these two need a little bit of time. If you just want to step this way, I'm correct, by the way.
He takes his arm down. It doesn't have to go too far. You're
Yeah, it's only like a 3-foot difference.
yeah. And shakes your hand. A pleasure to finally make your acquaintance.
I hope to say the same. Fair warning, I'm going to have a conversation with you kind of one-on-one, but with a mediator present. It's going to be Renaya. You've met her. I am going to threaten you. I just want to deliver that up front.
This Tarak. I love him.
So,
it has been a long time since I've been threatened by a mortal. This should be entertaining.
Don't worry, you hang out with me more. It'll happen more and more often.
So you and I are speaking while these two.
Yeah, they've got to
Hangouts.
figure out some like questions. I'm pretty sure, Renaya, do you want to tell them now or do you want to tell them later?
Are you can I do the whole like zone of truth thing again? I know you didn't like it before, and it's just I really want them to like trust me with it and things like that, and it would give them some kind of comfort and things like that, and it won't just be you; it'll be everybody. Everybody will be under it.
Don't know if their comfort is something that I care about.
I
Go ahead and roll
mean,
a persuasion check.
but she cares about it. I think that matters. Can I give her advantage?
Go Tarak.
I got a 21.
Okay, well, she doesn't need me.
I suppose for a couple of questions, I can do that.
Okay, and are you okay with the whole threat thing? This is like
Threats. An ant can threaten a giant all at once. It means nothing.
Please don't hurt him. Okay, alright.
So, Tarak,
Yeah, this way. There's a real convenient clearing, like a strong 30 feet that direction.
lead the way.
Drag my hand behind me.
Edward says as they walk away, Edward says to Kathyr quietly in his ear, he goes, Kathyr,
Yeah, yes.
I don't think this was a good idea. Did you see how big he was?
I mean, yeah, he's.
This could be the end of Soraka and Renai. We shouldn't have let him in.
There. Are you all right?
As I'm walking away, I say, I don't know if I have protection from good and evil. He might
do.
need it.
I was about to. Yes,
Because he's in a bad way right now.
I pat Edward on the shoulder and I give him protection from good and evil.
It
Wait,
won't
we're not
remove
scared
the fear, but
anymore?
it'll give him advantage on the saves.
Yes, you get to
Yeah.
re-roll your save with the.
Go ahead.
Question.
Roll a wisdom saving throw. Yes, for now.
I have a 22 passive perception. Did I hear
Uh-huh.
that?
I mean, we could.
Were you guys being like sneaky
I mean,
with the conversation?
I was talking in Kathyr's ear. It wasn't
Okay,
loud.
Go ahead and roll a performance check.
Full of what check?
The
Performance check.
Okay.
Oh my
Should I
goodness, you're a
use the
bard.
roll
You should
that
be
I
good at this.
rolled for
No.
the...
No.
Okay.
Roll. Do a roll. Roll a die. Preferably a d20.
You know, I'm good at performance, but I'm also scared. So that's a... Wait. 13.
Yep, you heard it, Renaya.
Dang it. Ugh. He was
Renaya-
clearly scared.
Renaya
But
turns
now,
around.
but now he's less scared, right? What'd you roll in your save?
I rolled again.
Don't forget your +3.
Wait,
Yeah.
and you had advantage.
Okay, yeah. So it's wait. I rolled.
Okay, so here,
You have
here's what I need you to
advantage.
do, Grant.
Wait,
I'm
I
gonna just
rolled
have you
one
re-roll.
more time as advantage, but should I roll 2 more times?
Okay, we're just gonna start over with this.
Hold on,
Okay, take
hold on,
two
hold on.
d20s.
I got this. Renaya's
Okay.
gonna come over.
I'm so good.
I've already
Yeah.
cast my spell though.
And she's going to kind of like grab like a hold of like Edward's like arm and be like, "It's okay. You can trust me. You know that." And I'm going to cast guidance.
Let's go.
The additional
That's a
D4.
D8. That's not what I roll half of that.
So
Wait, I got a 16.
Total? With advantage.
so
And-
you started over, right? You're rolling 2 d20s, taking the higher of the two of them. You're adding your
3.
wisdom modifier to that.
All right,
Plus
roll
3
two
on top of
D20s.
that, and a d4 on top of that. So go ahead and just roll 2 d20s.
Roll
for
2 d20s.
I already did.
Okay, what
Okay,
did you
what'd
get?
you get?
10,
Okay, so what's your wisdom modifier?
2.
Okay, so that's a 12.
No.
Plus 3 is 15.
15.
Okay, roll a d4.
I did. It was a 1.
So it is
Yeah,
16.
so it's,
Wow.
it's 16.
Really striking that.
Don't Jack of all trades gives you half proficiency?
Wait,
Or is that
isn't this
just for
wisdom
ability
only on
saving
skills.
throw?
That's
It's-
only skills.
it's a wisdom check,
That's
yeah.
a shame.
So,
I've walked away at
You-
this point. You're on your own.
yeah, you're like, whatever.
Yeah, I've been skedaddling.
As this is all going on, something that you all notice as you're walking in, Kathyr and Tarak's armor has a shine and a shimmer to it that creates almost this mirror-like effect, along with every single stone and rock that you guys pass. As you're passing it, all of it is shifting ever so slightly just to have this mirror-like finish that reflects, but it only seems to reflect Graz'zt's face. So as
Oh,
you're
of course.
walking, there's like like hundreds of these little like mini reflections of Graz'zt passing by you.
By the way, Grant, that lasts for 10 minutes, so you can keep rolling.
After the minute, the fear goes away. So
Wait,
by this point, you're not afraid anymore.
You're good.
wait, hold on, so I don't have to re-roll to see if I
So
You're good.
you guys enter into the clearing across the way. So
Yeah, have a seat at these 2 convenient tree stumps. Just gonna take a seat.
he like looks at you, Renaya, before turning and sitting down, crossing his leg.
All right.
Yes.
So, do you want to start off with the threat, and then try to transition into the like standard conversation, or do you want to start with the conversation and with the threat?
If you're going to threaten me, we're going to need drinks. And he snaps, and another little shimmering portal appears, and this little it appears on the ground, and this almost like a buggish reptilian kind of creepy little demon comes out. This quasit-like creature kind of crawls out holding a little plate with its long black ebony claws with 2 drinks on it. Graz'zt takes one. The other is kind of presented to you.
Thanks. I don't drink. I set it back on the tray.
It's water then.
Sure. I guess it's a delicacy where I'm from.
There you are. So now there's water in the cup.
He can
Great,
turn
shot glass
wine
that
into
one.
water.
I say we start with the threats.
Start with the
I'm
threat.
curious.
All right. I've got a couple of questions for you. How knowledgeable are you of the orcs, the orcish ideology, the orcish theology, orcish tradition, just in general? Do you know anything about the orcs?
How do I put this nicely?
Well, you don't have to be nice. I don't really like them.
Mutant half-bloods are not of my concern.
Okay. So, that brings me to my follow-up question. I assume I already know the answer. Are you afraid of the orcs?
No.
Okay. So, um, this is partly a threat, partly an explanation. I'm going to explain to you why you should be. So, the Orcish kind of ideology and religion, they also have a prophecy. I've heard that you have one, involves our friend over here. By the way, if you didn't know, Renai is my oath keeper. That's a very important thing to me. It's the whole reason I'm going through this. Sorry, I'm bugging my throat. There should was something in this water. Never mind. Basically, the orcs believe that there will come a day when they storm out of the Scarlet Wastes and absolutely trample over the entire continent, eventually the entire world. There's so many bodies that it fills the oceans, it overflows, and the entire world ends. There's a very important clause in the explanation of how the world ends, in which it says that they slay every creature that draws breath. The implication of that is that it isn't just mortal creatures like humans and elves and the drow and the dwarves and everything like that, but gods, demons, abominations from between the stars, anything that has conscious thought. Some specific sects of orcs even believe that involves plant life, trees and the grass and things. And so why that should be concerning is that every single day that an orc trains, they are taught and trained with the idea that they may be the one who slit a god's throat. Now, I completely understand if you don't believe in that, and if you don't agree. And honestly, I would kind of prefer if you did, if you took me lightly, because the moment you take a false step, that anything goes wrong. If Renaya trips on a rock and I think that you are somehow involved in any way, shape, or form, I disappear. I enter into a thing called your blind spot. And that, if nothing else, should make you concerned. Because I won't kill you. I won't. That would be too easy for you. No, I'm thinking that I'll find a nice spot on a sunny little hill where everyone can see, and that I'm going to flay you, drink your blood from a boot, and wear your flesh like a jacket. And then even then, you're still not going to die. You're going to hang there as a testament to why you should not do that to people I have vowed to protect. And then when finally some poor, stupid soul decides to put you out of your misery, I will have no greater joy than when the end of times come and you rise from the ocean and I get to see the look in your eyes as I hunt you down and do it again.
You are fascinating and very creative. I look forward to our rivalry.
I mean, we don't have a problem if you don't cause a problem. So now we can get to the actual conversation part of this, now that you know what's coming for you. Potentially. I would love if I never have to do that. I'm a peaceful guy.
I don't know. It
like
almost sounds
people.
fun. I kind of think I'm into it.
I mean, let me tell you, I'm not joking. I know how to do all those things. I've literally had my flesh eaten before. It's not fun. It was 2 long weeks of anguish.
Interesting. Maybe the orcs
I mean,
are
for you
people
would
I
be
should pay
a
more
lot
attention to.
longer. But I mean, you can choose to be honest with me or not. I'm going to take you at your word. I'm a pretty open and done guy. No secret policy. Do you have any specific plans involving my Oathkeeper that I need to be concerned about that would cause a problem? Yeah.
I plan to help her in any way that I can to set her free.
Okay, so that last part, I'm super all about it, but sometimes I feel like when people say that we kind of have a different wavelength on what that means. So what do you mean when you say set her free?
Renaya feels as if she is bound to a destiny she does not want.
I can understand that one. Although I wouldn't say I'm exactly bound, but there's some expectations.
I intend to free her from that.
Okay.
Or assist her in freeing herself, truly.
Okay, so I like that version better. I'm all down for the helping and everything like that. Now, disregarding Renaya, not that she should ever be disregarded, anything I need to be concerned about regarding the rest of the people that I in general care about, which includes pretty much the entire world, minus some small groups.
That is a very general question.
I'm a very general man.
I would say no then.
Okay, that's good. That's good. Let's see, is there anything else I need to cover? I mean, the nice part about general questions is that they cover a real wide range real quick. And so I'm a fan of that. I do have a couple of requests. One, don't do the mind talky thing. Apparently Renaya's okay with it. Really not cool. Like that, I'm just not a big fan. Like, could you imagine if you were just standing there and then all of a sudden I talked from like a different dimension into your mind? It wouldn't be fun.
It's actually very convenient.
I mean, now if you're like, I'm like, let's within reason here, because like, let's say that Renaya gets kidnapped by some random thing, which we really got to figure out how to stop. And you're like, oh shoot, I'm in a business meeting. I can't go get her, because honestly, I don't expect you to, because that doesn't really seem like your vibe. But like that situation, it's fine for you to message us and be like, hey, this is where Renaya is. You should go get her before she gets burned by a rune mark and dies. In that case, I'm fine. Like in emergencies, super cool. But like just general contact, you can just show up and like say hello. Like you don't have to.
I will
message.
explain it like this. The amount of time that I will spend talking to, out of respect for Renaya, I would say simply lowly mortals.
Okay.
Will be extremely limited.
That's
I have
great.
other things to do with my time.
Thank goodness, because like I've got enough.
That being said, if I ever feel like gracing you with my presence, I will not hesitate to do that in whichever form I feel.
I mean, I won't stop you from showing up as long as we aren't going to have any problems. We aren't going to have any problems. The main thing, it's just weird, like to just come at it. Like honestly, even if you're there, I'm kind of okay with it. Like if I can see you. Like we met this weird guy who could do a bunch of brain talky things a while back. Some like sorcerer bookish type, did all sorts of weird stuff like that. It was cool because I could like see him. Just don't surprise us with it. It's just not. That is kind of rude, actually. I heard that they called you rude. Sorry about that. I was not there for that. That seems pretty like a little. Honestly, you seem like a pretty. I wouldn't say upstanding guy, but like, I mean, you've got some panache.
Thank you. I do try.
By the way, where do
Have
you
any
find
other-
dress shirts in that size?
They are custom tailored.
They're custom tailored? Man,
Yes.
that's crazy.
I believe this soul was a dwarvish man from like 400 years ago. Dwarves make the best clothes.
Strangely enough, I can't disagree.
Yikes! Yikes!
That really sucks.
No! They really come in handy.
Oh no!
They make glovely garments.
Speaking of which, I really need to figure out how to deal with this. But honestly,
Terrific
just from
handyman.
base perception of you, I as I said, I really hope that we don't have any problems. I hope that this relationship that hopefully will maintain a good distance, thrives and flourishes. I think we're pretty good to go. We've got the basics. It was nice meeting you.
A pleasure.
Don't go back on your word, because I won't go back on mine. And I will,
I hope you do
post
not.
death, I will hunt you down. Straight up
I'm
on
very
the forge of my soul. Like, you cannot stop me.
amazing.
I thank you.
Right, should we go see if your other acquaintances are ready for me?
Yeah, I'm sure that they've definitely spent this time thinking up the questions that they need to ask you and not just yeah. So I'm pretty sure we're good to go.
Trying real hard here, buddy. All right, I was not planning for
Graz'zt
this.
stands and kind of gently tilts his head.
I mean, I'm gonna be walking with you, like,
It was-
so don't say goodbye yet. I'm just gonna go that way.
Of course.
You can do the whole bow thing later. Thank you for the respect, though. That is very kind.
Lead the way.
And start dragging my hammer away.
Graz'zt stands there for just a
Kathyr.
second and looks at you, Renaya, and it's just like the audacity that mortals have nowadays. It's honestly a little refreshing. Interesting. And he begins walking, following track.
Okay.
So, Kathyr, I was thinking if he's in, like, zone of truth, I think that's going to happen, right? That's a part of the deal. Then we can ask, like,
I mean, it
yes or
seems
no
like
questions.
yeah.
I'm
I mean, we
doing
could
it
just
so
ask
you
him
can
questions.
interrupt.
He has
Yeah,
to just, he
yeah,
has
yeah.
to
You got
answer
it,
You
truthfully.
got it. You got it.
As Track, Graz'zt, and Renaya, you guys are walking back. Renaya, you're behind him. You notice Graz'zt like takes like 3 steps into the woods and then passes by a tree and just disappears.
Oh,
Oh,
God.
no.
What's going to happen?
Oh, by the way, Renaya,
Yeah.
what was the
Edward.
deal with that little waiter?
Dang it. I knew he was going to do something to Edward.
You,
so mad.
You're like, I think this is a part of the plan. I don't know what's going
If
on.
he's in
And
zone
then
of truth, then we can,
You just, you just see him like in the corner of your eye, just behind you. Yeah, something about a zone of truth.
Yes, zone of truth. I think that was part of the deal. How long have you been back there?
How long would make you most uncomfortable?
Any amount of time.
Fantastic. So, I believe you've thought of questions.
Yeah. Yes.
He looks at you, Renaya.
Okay, everybody's gonna go under, including me. Okay? We've got
Okay.
I think it's like 10 minutes. Yes, we've got 10 minutes. Okay? I can do it again.
Has the timer
want to?
started?
If you need longer than 10 minutes, no, I'll tell you when you can. You'll know, you'll feel it. Don't fight it, okay?
Okay.
Ready? Everybody
Yes.
good with this?
Please, can we get on with it?
I'm sorry, okay. And she cast Stone of Truth.
Neat.
All right, Graz'zt.
Wait,
First,
I gotta hold on. I gotta verify that everybody's under.
Oh,
Patience, Edward.
I'm just a little nervous, is all.
Graz'zt
Are we
chooses
good to
fail.
go?
Everybody chooses to fail. Cool. All right. Everybody has chosen to fail. Everybody's gonna be super, super honest.
Okay, as I was saying, Graz'zt.
For better or for worse.
Yeah, exactly. First, I just want to get started in saying that I've never done this before, and I apologize if I seem a bit flustered. I know you have immense capabilities, and just makes me a bit nervous is all. I respect you for...
Do not worry, I can be very gentle with first timers.
Okay.
Hey,
Well,
that's the truth.
in that case, so, I guess I have a question. Well,
You guess or you
first,
know?
First, I'll ask this. Do you know... I assume
The
you kind
Muffin
of
Man?
already...
Yes.
Oh, gosh. Kathyr, could you maybe ask one? I can't do this now.
You want me to start us off? Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Well,
I forgot it. Not really. Grant knows.
I look at Graz'zt. Since we're being truthful, I don't like you. I don't trust you. But you don't care because that's just who you are. And that makes me even more annoyed. So, my first question is, what specifically is your intent with Renaya in relation to her being the halak?
Assistance.
See, that doesn't answer the question, though.
You asked me specifically what my intention
Yes,
was. My intention
specifically.
is to provide assistance.
And what assistance do you intend on providing?
Any that's needed.
Like?
Like killing gods. Does that satisfy you?
Right. Edward, I believe it is your turn to ask a question.
Mm-hmm. You did great, buddy.
Yes.
So, let me ask you this. I'm assuming you kind of already know what I'm concerned about.
I do my best to not assume anything about lowly mortals.
Right. Well, I'm mostly concerned for the safety of, well, us, and the safety of, well, the entire encampment back there, really.
From me?
Well, yes.
I
from you.
believe if I look upon our track record, I have done nothing but help you.
How so?
That is true.
I have killed Fae for you. I have granted entrance to dungeons for you. I have provided Renaya with many powers.
Well, I guess that's true.
Also, you
you
know-
understand my sentiment, though. I mean, it might. I don't
I
quite
don't know if I
what your
do.
intentions are.
I don't
I'm
think
just-
a couple months of you being nice to us because it's convenient to you and your plans with Renaya alleviates the comfort of you being the demon lord of the abyss.
Convenience. I fulfilled an oath. One that I technically did not have to fulfill because it was not with any of you. That was not convenient to me.
He has a good point, Kathyr.
I don't know. He seemed to do it pretty easily.
Just because something was easy does not make it convenient.
Well, let me ask you this. Are you concerned with any of our doings? Or the state of the encampment? Are you concerned with it at all? Does it even matter to you?
I am concerned for Renaya's safety. And for some reason she cares for all of you. I understand him. He's very interesting. Pointing at Tarak. You two, you're afraid of me, which is understandable. And I'm used to that. You're just being rude and mean. But that's okay. I don't know why she likes you two, though. Either way, though, I am concerned for her safety. Especially once the clock strikes midnight.
So, theoretically, you wouldn't be upset with us or anybody else unless we were to be harmful to Renaya. Because she is your
that's about it.
prized halak.
You could put it that way, yes.
Well, I guess, strangely enough, that does make me feel a little bit better. I still don't feel comfortable with you kind of just being here at your own whim. I don't know what comes with a demon lord. Do you understand? I feel like I'm saying too much. I can't help it. It's like any thoughts
I have that
I
effect.
have. I think it's the zone of truth. I usually speak a little bit with a little bit more grace, but I mean, you really are quite terrifying. He just covers his mouth. I need to stop talking.
I believe there's 4 minutes left in your zone. Any other questions? I apologize if I'm being rude. I feel like my character is being attacked for no reason other than the fact that, specifically speaking to my species, I am a demon, but character-wise, I have done nothing to deserve this treatment.
Character-wise, are you kidding me?
I should say, character-wise, that we have witnessed. How do you become a demon lord? A demon prince?
By
That
killing
is a
anyone who's in
long
your way.
story.
That's
Can you
how.
sum it up?
That's
Spark
not all.
notes.
Oh, please,
No.
then
Become a
do
demon prince.
alleviate me. How do you become a demon lord?
Kathyr.
How do you conquer a plane
Kathyr.
and tell everyone that you're in charge?
Oh, Kathyr, you're a little intense right now.
Yes, I am.
Conquer a plane. I built a palace, technically.
Yeah. And you also told the entire rest of the plane to bow down to Renaya.
It's true, I did.
Why?
But it was not out of my strength. It's more out of my persuasive charm.
Right.
How do you even know she's the Halak? How do you know this isn't just some fable?
Destiny is a fickle thing. Something that I have grappled with for centuries. How do you know to breathe? To think, to make your heart beat? It is not something you consciously comprehend or process. It is something that you simply know and do. My people have been waiting for this, for the Halak, for centuries.
Why?
It is not a specific thing that I chose to search for or understand. It is simply something that I recognized in the innate being of what I am. That is how I know.
And why does the Halak matter?
For a great many reasons.
Like?
I don't think that's for you to know yet.
Yeah, I don't think this is gonna work, Renaya.
Oh,
Because
Kat,
here's the thing.
Come on.
He doesn't care about us. He doesn't want our trust. He doesn't want us to be comfortable. He just wants you to be happy and for him to be happy. And he does not
here
care
for
about
you.
us.
No-
I believe
Am
there's
I-
1 minute left.
Am I wrong, Graz'zt? Do you care about the three of us at all? Outside of the fact that Renaya cares about us, do you care about us at all?
No.
Do you ever desire to gain our trust?
Yes.
Why?
Because my time is up.
Well, let me say one thing before we close this, whatever it is, meeting, I guess. my desire, Graz'zt, is simply to bring back what's been lost with everybody who's over there in the encampment, all those who have been displaced. I would really like to find a way to turn this war around somehow. I don't know how it will happen or if, but as long as your whims, whatever you call them, your purpose or the dealings with the Halak, as long as that doesn't interfere with the things we care about and the things we're trying to do, and it doesn't harm us or others. I know that's a big ask, but as long as, I guess, you don't put that all at risk, then we can have some sort of peace.
I can do that. Like I said, my goal is simply assistance. I am not here to ravage your camp or displace your people further. I am not here to cause any issues with any of you, aside that which your own pride forces.
And now, let me step down a bit. I understand I'm quite mortal. I mean, I've almost lived I've probably lived a quarter of my life at least. And... Track. I know that to you we are but specks of dust. And the things that we might care about you might not, and I kind of get why. But please, if for some reason you personally have a reason to do something harmful to us, I just ask that you give it a second thought. Please. We can't stop you. I know that.
That's both Tarak and Kathyr just like, ah!
Plus, if you somehow help us down the road.
There is one thing in this world that I instill in all who I speak to. A desire to go after what it is that you want. I respect what you are doing, Edward. You wish to live, and you're going after that. And I promise. And he, you know how, you know in the Sinbad movie, when What's Her Bucket is like a goddess's word, and she like crosses her heart and leaves like the X on her chest?
Olive oil? Wait. That's
What?
Popeye.
What? Where did you, what?
That's Popeye.
What about olive oil?
Olive oil is
Are
the
you?
is the female lead in the cartoon Popeye, which he confused with Sinbad, the ruler of the seven seas.
Oh my goodness, dude. I didn't know this was a lore stream.
I
Every stream
promise.
is lore stream.
I promise. With my word. And he crosses across his chest, and a little burning X goes
And
across.
pops some spinach and just goes crazy. Popeye. I'm so sorry.
That no harm will come to you at my hand.
Well, that's better than nothing.
Right. Any other questions?
Think I'm good.
Well, it was a pleasure to officially meet all of you. There are some of you that I like more than others. There are some of you that I respect more than others. But I appreciate all of you. And I hope to see you all again. Now, I will make my leave. And he snaps, and out of your pocket, Renaya, the key like shoots over to his hand before he catches it. Renaya puts it in, the door appears, and he goes in, and as he's like closing the door, the Quasit goes like sprinting out of the field, like barreling towards the door, and he just closes it and like slams into the kind of invisible field of the door before like falling back.
Oh, what is
The
that
key
thing?
falls.
Ah, the waiter.
Oh,
It like stands up and kind of like
Hides behind
Before, like-
Kathyr. Kill it, Kathyr.
kind
Kill
of like
it.
crawls over to you and I, and just kind of like crawls up onto your shoulder.
Renai, what are you doing? That
No,
thing could
hold
kill
on. It's
you.
real good at serving water. This could be very important in the future.
What if it just killed you on the spot? What if it has
I
poison?
don't think it's gonna do that.
I
It
wouldn't
spits at your
trust you.
feet, and this little like acidic ball of saliva like lands at your feet, Edward, and just starts like sizzling the ground.
See, look, that
Oh,
could have hit
yeah.
me.
Okay.
You're gonna have
That
to
hits
house
you in the
train me.
jugular and you're gone.
I'll take care of it.
Ah,
Sorry.
it's
and-
You're
deadly,
gonna have to
I say.
feed it. You're gonna have to take it out.
I'll-
Make sure
I'll
that you
train
get
it.
walks in.
I'll
Don't
break
make
it
me
in.
get out my
It's
rapier.
Okay. No, let's not do that.
You think it's like a dog?
At
Gotta
this
be
point,
no
Ginger like
responsibility.
crawls up onto like Cathyr's shoulder and like hisses at it.
Oh,
Oh,
that's a bad
That's
plan.
right,
little
Ginger.
thing.
And then it shapeshifts
Okay.
into a squirrel on your shoulder as well, and like
What?
hisses back at Ginger.
Huh?
There's a lot happening right
It-
now.
It became a. Is it the same weight?
It looks like an exact copy of Ginger.
I was asking
Oh,
Renaya.
no.
That
Oh, sorry.
it feels like Ginger. I'm
Sorry to be so sassy, DM.
No, you're fine.
Okay.
It's just a very heated situation.
He transforms back.
That thing is terrifying.
I don't know. It kind of has like
kind of cute and
a
a
mini
weird
sand
way.
rat vibes.
Can
and,
you
like, kind of like nestles
understand?
into you, Renaya.
Oh, okay, now it's freaking adorable.
Renaya, stop.
What?
Stop it.
Can you understand me?
I can
Yes.
understand you, yes.
Just
No,
a
I'm
second.
talking to the thing.
Why are you
I gotta
talking
figure out if it can. Where is what I'm looking for? Just a second. While
I
figure
don't
out if this
speak
demon speaks.
Hey,
abyssal,
guys,
if that's what you
Add
want.
this to the compilation of DJ looking through books for things that he needs.
Yes.
I mean, I speak abyss. Do you want me to say something to it?
It
You can
does.
speak abyssal?
Edward, you say, "Do you understand me?" And and like nods its head.
Ew, ew, ew. I don't like that. It makes my skin crawl.
It kind of like starts chirping and in abyssal it says, "This one's ugly."
It is so
No.
ugly.
You too. Okay.
What? What did it say?
Nothing.
Ugh.
Wow. Straight
for
up,
the-
the spell just ended.
What?
You're
for the
already
for the
lying?
kids at home, it looks like that.
Oh gosh, it's so ugly. It's
don't know,
so
I-
ugly.
It's kind of cute.
It kind of gives off pug vibes.
No, no,
Where,
I,
like,
no,
I give
I'm with
off
Grant
so
on-
gross.
No, I'm with Grant on this one. It's just ugly.
Or like
It's
it's like a
just
hairless
ugly.
cat.
Kind of cute. If you like look at it, like
You're-
squint
no.
a little bit.
No, nope. It's just ugly.
Squint a little bit.
If you squint, you can't see it.
That's the point.
Oh, don't worry, it can do that already.
Edward,
That is
Edward
true.
says to it, You work for Graz'zt then? Oh, I hate
Yes.
it.
Yeah.
Technically, it can speak common, but it's not going to.
Not to you, at least.
They said yes.
I don't know. I don't know about that. I don't know.
No, you missed it earlier. When I talked with Graz'zt, he carried out a little platter with drinks on it.
He jumps down onto the ground and out of who knows where, he pulls out this little platter. And like
I'm suddenly questioning how sanitary that water is.
Oh.
I'm very glad that I'm immune to disease
he like
and poison.
holds it up to you, Tarak.
What? Where did he get that?
Do you think you can do that with anything? Like, could you, are you able, I get down and say, if I give you a hammer, could you, can you
No,
just
don't
put it away?
give the thing the god hammer.
It's so heavy.
It goes over to like the god hammer and it like touches it and there's a flash of light as it gets like shot back about 15
Oh.
feet. And then it like gets on its back and it kind of
It does the R2 scream.
and yeah, exactly.
So
Flips
I'm
over
gonna
and just
be
kinda like
100% honest. I didn't know it did that. I'm so sorry.
Are you okay?
As it starts swearing profanities in abyssal,
I'm
just
not going to
it's not
repeat
having a
what-
great
I
time.
think I
what they're
understood that.
saying.
I think I understood that one.
Keep that thing far from me if you're thinking about keeping it. You're thinking about keeping it, are you? This party is gone insane.
I'm
We're
not going to
keeping
just leave it behind.
we're keeping
Kathyr
the servant of
immediately
a demon
regrets
with us.
everything he just said like 20 minutes ago about
Come here,
everybody
come
staying
here.
together.
Come here, come here, come here, come here, come here, come here.
What if it just wanted to? It could kill me if it wanted to. I know. It has it in its eyes.
I mean, that's a pretty low bar.
You know
The
what?
amount of things that could kill you in this world that you're probably standing within 20 feet of is almost innumerous.
Here, why don't
At least 4.
We'll do what I used to do with Ginger, and I tuck it in my hair
Oh,
and hide it in
It's-
my hair. There, it's like it's not even there.
It's
Little horns poking
so-
out.
It's like huge.
it's about this big. It's like the
Oh,
size of a raccoon.
Oh, then I just kind of
so
toss my hair over it.
You tuck it into your hair and all of your hair is up as the
It's
2 horns
there.
kind of
Oh god.
frame up. She looks really demonic at the moment as she
Oh,
has
good.
these 2 horns sticking up and her
Everything's
hair's
good.
kind of like floating and
Kinda look like
spiking and all
Hannibal.
these different things.
You've got to be kidding me.
What's wrong? You can't even see it. It's not even there.
Please don't
wait,
take
can-
that to the banquet. Please keep it secret.
Do you think he
Okay,
might?
Hey,
Oh,
it
could
would
you
not
rather
go-
adverse reaction at
Go
the
back-
banquet is very probable.
Yeah, yeah.
Do you think you can go back into like another like more material plane little creature that people would be more comfortable seeing you in?
Like a horse.
It transforms into a horse about this big.
Perfect.
Oh, that's really cute.
Perfect
just-
disguise.
Look
It
at
just
it.
looks wrong.
Yeah.
That's horse. They're not.
Okay, how about like
It's attempt at an A.
Wow. He's
Do-
even
I
an
know.
impressionist.
um
I'm not gonna lie, it's growing on me.
what about
More
Like a
than
foot
Froyo?
fungus.
what if
Oh,
you
no,
did a
don't.
red panda?
Okay, suddenly I'm much more
I'm
against it.
offended.
Oh right,
It
tracking
like
like that. Never mind.
transform. No, it
Okay.
transforms into this red panda.
Gosh, it's cute, but it's so
Okay,
much
maybe-
forward.
maybe-
I think
maybe-
I do like it more
Maybe
than
let's alter it a
Polio.
little bit. What do you think about maybe like a raccoon or something?
I could see a
Transforms into a raccoon.
Ah, yes.
I scoop him
The
up better.
thieves and traders
better
of
not
the animal
smell
kingdom.
bad.
Oh, it smells terrible.
Yeah, it's not great. I'd probably keep like a 3-foot distance.
Smells like home.
I'm keeping a further distance than that, anyways.
It smells very sulfuric.
Renaya.
It's like if something like fell in Yellowstone.
Renaya,
Mm.
you need to keep your eye on that thing. Do you understand me?
As you're doing this, it's like playing with your earring.
I really don't think.
I
you
mean,
need to be
okay,
concerned about it.
that's pretty cute though. Look
Like
at
tugs
that.
on it just like slightly.
Oh, gentle.
They like those.
Thank you.
See, look, it's even well trained.
What do you mean I
has
don't
the-
need to be concerned of it? It's
it-
literally from the abyss. I
It
don't...
functions as a
Am I
way
the
to.
only sane person?
It crawls out of your arms, Renaya, and across like your backside and grabs your water skin and then crawls back up into your arms and just like starts sucking on your water skin while it's just like lounging in your arms.
You're letting it put its mouth on. Oh, I'm going to be sick.
It's really
I'm going to
cute.
be I can't bear to watch.
Okay. Well.
Kathyr, you're
happens.
going to
So
have
we
to
can
guide
add this
me.
to the list of demonic creatures that
I
Renai
just-
is keeping.
I take Edward by the arm and just start helping him down the hill towards
I
the,
actually
the
feel
banquet
ill.
tent.
Ooh, is that ham? That smells good.
I think that went well.
You all notice as you slowly begin making your way back, the portal, or not the portal, excuse me, the wall. Sorry, the wall of force, basically the magical wall, is at about half its height that it was.
Yay!
Ooh.
Wait, all of us notice this?
Mm-hmm.
Do you all see that?
Well, I mean, it's a
Yeah.
wall of force, so it's pretty tough, but
It looks smaller than it was when we arrived.
Maybe it's the
I mean-
distance. I don't think it's the distance, but
I
maybe
don't.
it's the
not
distance.
it's not the distance.
I don't know. I feel like something's wrong here. We should
probably
probably
just one
tell
of the
somebody.
gods sleeping on the job. Pretty
They-
classic.
I don't
Alice.
think they sleep.
I mean, hey,
Why
Who
don't
would
we
we
head
even
back
tell
to the
about
banquet
this?
and we can talk to Lada
We-
about it?
Yeah,
Yes, Lada. She
we'll
would
go
know
back
what to do.
to everyone else and see what's going
Yeah,
on.
I'll drum a mind whistle to my bat and tell it to go on patrol and stay within a mile of me and warn me if it sees anything coming.
Okay. As soon as it gets into the air, it immediately warns you.
Oh,
what do you see? What do you see with your batful eyes? I forgot you're blind. What do you hear with your battish ears? It can communicate rough ideas to me.
Rough idea: flock, swarm,
danger!
danger,
Bigger
swarm,
or
danger,
smaller
swarm.
than bugs?
Big. It's like what's your
just
bat's intelligence?
big.
I'm just curious.
What's
What's
his
my
name
bat's
again?
intelligence?
Yeah. I'm just curious.
Black is gone
Like
forever.
Like a 5.
6.
Oh, 6.
Bugs.
Bugs. Wonderful.
Bugs.
I love this.
You
bat.
don't know if Trek. You go ahead and roll an intelligence check.
Okay. Oh man, we're back in the real good skill set for track area.
What is the name
2.
of the bat? I can't remember.
Just a bunch of
Great.
bugs. No need to be concerned.
Okay. Anyway.
Pretty big swarm of them, though. We should probably get like underneath, like some canvas. Probably mosquitoes. I feel like mosquitoes are pretty common. It's pretty wet around here. Pretty wet. Humid.
No. You guys
Yeah,
begin
definitely
making your way
mosquitoes.
back into the encampment.
The-
As you
the-
do,
Only the female ones are the ones that
Yep,
suck the blood.
Yep,
Did
the
you know
rest.
that?
Yes, the males subsist entirely off of like tree sap and sugar and
Mhm.
things like that. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure. they
as
lay,
you
I
guys
think, some,
make
like,
your
water.
way towards someone mute Grant. Thank you. As you make your way back towards the encampment, you notice that it's hustling and bustling with people who are suiting up, preparing, donning armor, sharpening weapons,
Right.
lots of preparing for battle.
Just what we want to see.
Where's Lola?
We start moving a little quicker.
You jog in. Where are you guys going?
Find Lotta.
Yeah,
Dinner.
Lana's tent.
Okay. You go to Lada's tent and kind of throw it open, and she is not there.
Ah,
Oh no, something's wrong. We
Uh,
need to
banquet.
go to the
Put
main
papers on
tent.
it.
banquet.
Banquet tent was that way.
Main tent. Banquet
Main tent.
tent.
Main
Main
tent.
big tent. Pet
Big-
tent.
I'm
Perfect.
sure we
Big.
can find out
Banquet.
what's going on at the
Party.
banquet tent.
I think you're
You
gonna have like
guys-
roasted duck tonight or something. Like quail.
You guys make your way over to what the heck is going on?
Look, we
I
get
was-
hyped about quail.
That was the crazy epic anime banquet tent theme song.
You didn't recognize it?
Oh my gosh.
Oh my god, I love you
So-
guys.
You guys make your way over to the banquet tent, kind of throwing it open in a rush, and you see all of the major people there. You see Delandric, you see Revoluthel, there's Lada, you see Volna and Biero are both there. Kimura is there. You don't see Takaram. Takaram is not there. He's not important. Yeah, and a few other people that you do not know. They're all sitting there with maps in front of them and little tokens and notes and stuff like that, all with some food off to the side as well.
Planning for war.
As you guys enter, we're going to go to our break real quick.
Ah!
So we'll be back in
Break,
just
break.
like 10 or 15 minutes. Don't go anywhere because there's a whole war to happen or something like that. We'll see. You know,
I'm so
like this
ready.
game.
Mm.
Dude, this black tea is slamming.
Hey everybody, and welcome back to the
Hey.
Paper Dungeon.
Yeah, Grant, they
Welcome
got
back.
all of that.
I'm so glad.
Welcome back. Where we left off, you guys were entering into the banquet tent. You guys all enter, and the murmuring and conversation kind of dies as you guys enter before Delandric stands and says, "Ah, perfect. The last that we were looking for. Come, come."
What is going on? There's running and everybody's grabbing weapons. Is there a problem?
What's for dinner?
Quail.
What?
Good.
Quail.
Quail's great.
Oh, thank
Oh,
gods! I tuned to this hammer and I am famished.
I'm kind of in the mood for seafood, but quail's good too.
I am looking forward to the fact that my diet will be much smaller from here on out. So, grab some food. Come join us. We still have several hours before we have to be truly concerned, but there is some planning to be done.
Really
Could you
concerned
give us
about
more
what?
details? Yeah, like what's happening?
You guys grab your food. You sit down at the table.
Grab 18 plates
Okay.
as an appetizer.
so Kathyr and Tarak both are just.
Well, Tarak has to eat 6 times more food than he normally does.
Yeah. So by the way,
That's-
guys,
that's one of his things
the
that his
DM
hammer
graciously
requires-
allowed me to attune to this fancy schmancy hammer, and some things are good and some things kind of suck. For example, my
Some-
wisdom is 2 less now.
Oh
Yes,
no.
there are 3 really awesome features to it, like the fact that he's going to be the oldest orc to ever live, which
Yeah.
will be
Okay,
great.
well, I still have to survive that long.
Yeah.
All right.
But the negative features are that his wisdom score goes down by 2, and he has to eat 6 times more than he normally would in a day. So yeah, that's fun. But you guys all sit down, and Delandric begins to explain. So, as you are all aware, there's quite a bit going around. We are preparing for battle. At midnight, the shields will fall, and we will be under siege
That's what he meant.
What?
from the
Midnight.
forces of
Oh,
Othello.
I was hoping that was like a metaphor.
I was wondering.
Anything
Yeah.
specific?
How dastardly of them. We're clearly not in any array to take on war. That's
Well,
I'm sure if you went and told them that, they might reconsider. But in the meanwhile, we will all prepare. So this happens about once a week. Malice is able to keep the shield up long enough to prevent attacks for about a week at a time before he must rest, at which point we are attacked. What we are working on right now is dealing with the two biggest threats. Malkuma and Demarius will be able to fight off and take care of the Archfey, but there are 2 dragons that often come. That is up to you, or part of it is up to you.
these 2 dragons always come.
These are the 2 dragons that initially caused us to flee and for the siege to fail.
Right.
One
Ah,
is
Renai, we
is,
didn't hear
King?
you.
Okay.
There we go.
one is Nursane, an ancient black dragon. You actually might know his sibling, Thordoon.
Oh,
Oh.
true. We
Oh.
killed him.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
that's
That's
not
awkward.
good. Oh, that's
so
awkward.
we, us 4, are supposed to take on these 2 dragons. Did I hear you right?
the 4 of you, along with whoever you'd like, will take on one of them.
Thank
Kiamura
God.
and his task force will take on the other.
Right. Well,
Okay.
DM, what was the name of this black dragon again?
Nursane, Nursan,
Gosh, I wish
Terror
we had
of the
Melora's
Ebony
bow.
Mountain.
And how was Thornton related to the guy, to the dragon?
Nursane is his older brother.
Ah,
Prefer.
Terror of the Ebony what? What?
Mountain.
Mountain. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I'm slow note taker.
The other is Salafi, the last shimmer. She's a very rare and often not seen, but she is a older crystal dragon.
Crystal dragon, really?
Yes.
Wow.
Okay.
So these attacks, you've managed to take them on thus far?
We have managed to minimize casualties.
Oh gosh, what's the number? The typical average number of fallen.
Well, when you slay these dragons, it will go down exponentially. We'll put it that way.
Then that will be our greatest goal. That's our number
That
one
is-
priority.
Yes,
Right.
there will be a horde of monstrous creatures and soldiers who will be attacking. That is what our soldiers will be defending against. While now Kuma and Demarius, oh, don't lose your plates, my friend. You need your rest. And
I'm
energy.
sorry. When you stack them this high, gravity. Wild.
But while now Kuma and Demarius fend off against the Archfey, you are to fend off against the dragons.
So
Right.
we're taking on both or just one?
Just
I
one
mistake.
dragon.
Just one?
You are taking on one.
Which one would you prefer?
Which would you prefer?
I mean,
You've taken on a black dragon before, right?
I mean,
that was mainly
I mean,
like Kathyr and Melora.
I mean, it is true that the three of us together, were able to slay Thordoon. However, given the fact that he was younger than this other one, it would definitely take all of us to do
Sure.
so.
And without Melora's bow, without Melora helping, it's going to be a whole lot harder.
Right.
We've gotten
Um,
stronger since then, though.
That is true.
Probably right. We've learned a thing or two.
And you have the hammer, which should help quite a bit.
Right.
Yeah.
Have is Kimura here?
Yes.
I look to Kimura. Is there a dragon you and your men prefer engaging with?
He turns to Biero, excuse me. Honestly, I feel like you probably have more of a personal dilemma with Nursane that probably should just be resolved. So we'll take Salafi.
Great.
Sounds good. Hey DM.
Yes, sir.
So the feature on this hammer that it lets
Uh-huh.
me make people real jacked.
Uh-huh.
How long does it last?
Lasts for 1 hour.
Sure.
The temporary hit points go away as soon as they're gone. They don't regain, but the
I mean,
strength modifier lasts an hour.
That's pretty beefy.
Edward
Yeah.
says, you
That's
mentioned
like
we
a
have
like an inspiring leader kind of level kind of stuff right there.
Yeah, except it's freaking broken.
Edward says, you had a good point. We have a squabble with the black dragon. And maybe it's a conflict of interest. Maybe it'd be even better if we weren't involved. But I guess it would be distracting.
I'm sure either way is fine. I mean, I don't
What
think
type of breath does the crystal dragon have?
I am unaware. I've never fought one before.
Well, the only concern I have, Edward, is if we engage with the crystal dragon and then the black dragon sees us and recognizes us in any way, he's probably gonna come for us. And we have to fight two dragons.
Plus, Tarak, you're immune to poison?
No. Black dragons are acid, not poison.
Yeah.
Big difference.
Well,
But I mean,
This quail's great.
a dragon is a dragon. So
right. It's going to be a
We
very
have a pretty
similar
good record.
battle no matter what.
Yep.
It's just strategy-wise, if we go after the other one, there is the chance that we get attacked by both. I think, especially
I
if
say we just finish off the black dragon real quick.
And then
Hell
hand
no,
over
bro.
Great
and take
idea.
out the crystal.
and if it just so happens that the crystal dragon is closer,
We will go for the black dragon.
Do you want to fight Salafi for any reason?
no, I don't. I'm just double checking here that let's say the black dragon is across the entire field. Are we just gonna like go over there even if the other dragon
You
is
have
next
a
to us?
flying ship.
Oh, that's true. Oh, that's true. That makes this whole ordeal a little better, doesn't it?
Until it gets knocked out of the sky. But we're going to hope that doesn't happen.
You see, I think you've forgotten Edward is rich, so he sees shiny things like crystals and just magnet.
That is not true.
Look over there at the diamond.
Haha, I'm not falling for it. That was Havel, remember?
Oh shoot.
Oh, okay. So we're fighting.
Okay,
fighting
so we'll
Hussein.
fight. No, saying yes.
Perfect. I'm glad that
You
he's
know, the
settled.
dirt on this quail actually really adds to the flavor.
Are you
Right.
okay?
What? I dropped my quail on the floor like 3 minutes ago. I'm not sure if you noticed.
I apologize. That is my fault. Delandric says, parts of the effects of the hammer is that you move through an immense amount of food. So you will be feeding him quite a bit more.
I feel like I'm
Aw,
burning
Tarak.
calories while chewing. This is what
Tarak
eating
already-
celery is like.
Tarak already eats the most out of all of us. We're going to have to haul like twice as much. At
Well,
least.
we do have a bag of holding now, so that is easier.
That's true.
It's just filled with non-perishable food.
Yep, yeah, that's right.
What else is
So
there to
cool.
expect from this
Right.
the siege? Is it just does it only last a few hours? Is it a whole day? I'm not used to this kind of thing.
Malice needs 8 hours to regain his strength. Any that are
8
caught
hours.
on our side of the field will be eliminated, but those that are on the far side of the border would be cut off from the rest of it.
Right.
How
need to
can we
get
help?
back.
Right. So, really, we need to make sure that when we start to get close to that timer, we need to be making our way. Make sure that we are back in the border.
Good call. And how can we
'Cause-
help get ready?
Prepare yourselves for your own battles, whatever that would take. Like I said, it will fall at midnight, so there's still about 4 hours or so before any real occurrence needs. Eat, rest, take care of your business. Reconvene here in 3 hours when you are ready.
Right.
Okay.
Fantastic. Now, go. Eat, rest, do what you need.
Great.
Let me tell you, quail's great. What type of seasoning put on this?
Doesn't look like it has any seasonings. Just looks like quail.
Oh, that's great.
Probably floor.
Right, you did get some dirt on there.
Quite a bit. We're just gonna stand here talking about this quail that
Edward.
I'm eating.
I'm done eating.
Edward, do
Yes?
you maybe want to play a game or two just to take our minds off of the
you're
impending
not-
doom?
You're not talking about dragon
Gosh.
chess?
I mean, that's unless you had a different game you wanted to play.
You know all I want to do is play dragon chess with you, Kathyr.
All I
Okay.
wanna do.
I'm gonna roll now.
Um,
Battle music!
You guys do that. Yeah, go for it. While you guys go over, Lada comes over to you, Renaya. Something to be aware of is Malice is basically incapacitated during these fights. If your battle with Nusain goes well and ends quickly, I would retreat to him and protect him.
Will I still be able to use my magic?
All of your
then?
power should be just fine.
Okay.
It's just that he needs rest. It takes quite a bit of energy to basically. You
Where
can
will
think
he
of it
be?
like this: he will be back behind the lines, about
Okay.
as far away from the battle as he can still be, while still being somewhat present.
Right.
But yeah, he's basically single-handedly fending off 3 Fae for
Yeah.
7 days at a time. So it's
Yeah.
quite a bit of energy.
Okay.
So
Will
just
do.
something to be aware of.
Got it. Also, I hold up the raccoon.
Why do you have a raccoon?
It's my new friend now. It doesn't always look like a raccoon. It just looks like a raccoon now, so people are more comfortable. I tried to get everybody comfortable with Graz'zt, at least a little bit. Or not comfortable, but just not so bad. I don't think it went super well. I mean, it went super well with Tarak.
What is this leafy green stuff? Is this lettuce?
But I
I've
think
never
that
had this before.
That's cilantro.
That is arugula.
He's been kind of weird lately. So everything's been kind of good with him. Yeah.
Well, I'm glad that they are on your side in making sure that you're okay.
Yeah.
That's
I'm
good.
trying.
That's-
I'm really trying.
I know you are.
Actually, let me smell it.
There's no
think
way
that's-
that these tomatoes are
I-
in season, but
I
I
think
don't understand
that's-
how they got them this juicy.
I think it's basil.
It's not
Basil.
an herb. It's a freaking leaf. It's arugula.
I don't know. It awfully smells awfully a lot like basil.
DJ, yes and.
No. No. I'm putting my foot down here. There are no
Is
spices.
the battle music going for the chess match?
I mean, not yet.
Yes.
The chess match
Okay,
hasn't
good.
started yet.
Can we
Second
get
play
this
Go for it.
show on the road, baby?
Do it. Roll your thing.
Wait, do we have to roll to see who goes first? No, because we hit
No,
roll
it's
3.
chess.
Okay.
You
Do
roll.
I get
you roll
advantage
3
because
times.
I'm Edward and
No.
Fellows, the
No.
best dragon chess player to ever live.
No.
What'd you get, Grant?
What's the? Is it athletics?
It's
It
intelligence.
is an intelligence check.
Dang it!
Why are you saying "dang it"? Is your athletics better than your intelligence?
Yeah.
Okay, but Grant.
Proficiency
But
bonus.
Grant. Oh my goodness.
But-
7. I got a 7 for the
16.
first roll. Dang it! Right out the gate, Kathyr's doing better than me. Usually DJ does this part, but ready? Roll your
Yeah.
second
Nope,
dice.
I'm quitting.
Well,
No.
congratulations, Grant. Because,
Natural 20.
and I rolled a natural 1.
Dude, this is the best
Ooh.
chess match ever.
2 nats against each other. I'm gonna say that counts for 2. You start out with like 2 moves, Kathyr.
Uh-huh.
You're like, yo, this is great. And then you don't quite realize that he's Scholar's what is it? A Scholar's mate. So 2 moves later, you're done. Checkmate.
Ooh, Kathyr, you fell for the oldest thing, the oldest trick in the book. You left your king open for my queen to just kind of slip in there. You can't do that. It's
Well
good thing
done,
you have
well
me
done,
on your
Edward.
team, because clearly I know how like all of this
Yes.
war tactics
It's-
work.
Is this
So-
a fruit?
The nice thing is that it is nice that
In
you
the
will be
next-
on my side in the coming battle.
That's a good point. You do hit harder than I do.
So in the next 3 hours, what would you guys like to do?
High five, Kathyr, for a great
I eat
chess match.
about 10 more plates.
What is
Okay.
Kathy going to do?
I'm gonna take off the battle music now.
Good.
No.
good,
Keep it
good.
going. Keep it going. No, I'm kidding.
Renaya
This
comes
is-
up and
this is
stabs me in the
serious
back.
business.
I mean, after he's just gonna just kind of hang out, pace around a little bit, look at the map, eat some food.
Renaya's
Try not to focus
the
on the
quail.
impending battle with a dragon.
like slowly working her way so she's like in closer proximity to Kathyr, but like still like not engaging.
Are
but
you being
like,
stealthy?
And she's not stealthy. I'd say subtle,
I don't
but
notice.
not even subtle. She's not really being very.
I
Subtle.
don't notice.
You don't know.
Well, actually, correct. Well, what's your passive? What's your passive
At this
stealth?
point, you're not sure if he doesn't notice you or if he's actively ignoring you.
Because I rolled an 11 on my perception. So, if your passive stealth is higher than that, I don't notice you.
She keeps getting like she gets to a point where she's literally like standing in front of Kathyr and is like,
Oh, hi, Verdaya.
"Die."
What's up? Yes? Can I help you? Is there something?
You seemed really upset earlier, and
Right. Sorry about that. I know I said I was going to try, and I really did, but I just
Did you?
I did try, DM. I did.
you
I
you said this wasn't going to work. What do you mean by that?
I don't think that I am ever going to get to a point that I am fully comfortable with Graz'zt. However, that's at the end of the day, my opinion doesn't really matter.
Your opinion matters. But I'm not asking you to be like his best friend or anything.
Oh, no, yeah, I know that. I know that.
It's just straight whiskey, by the way.
It doesn't matter. You can't get drunk.
We're suffering.
I don't think I will get to a point that I can trust him or feel anywhere like I don't think I can rely on him. If you feel like you can, and if he is here to help, that is wonderful. That is just simply how it is, maybe. And maybe it can be better, but I don't think it could. I think you did what you had to and what was necessary for the group. I think it did help overall. But I don't think there is much for me. And that's not a bad thing. That's not necessarily a good thing. It just is what it is. And I apologize that I kind of have a short fuse when it comes to him, but I don't. When you have two very charismatic people, sometimes they don't get along very well.
Right. Well, my point wasn't really to get you guys to like him. It was kind of more to show you guys that he's not here for you. He doesn't care about you. Honestly, it's probably better that way. I just wanted you guys to know that this is for me. And it's going to be for me going forward.
Yep. And I get that. I really do. I'm just concerned as to who gets hurt in the crossfire.
What crossfire?
I don't know yet. But there's... If you are supposed to be some key to the demons when it comes to their endeavors, most of the time that has to deal with some sort of bloodshed. And I don't know who's going to get hurt, intentionally or unintentionally. And that is what I'm concerned about. I just don't want anyone to get hurt. Including you.
People always get hurt.
Yes, they do. But there's also always something that can be done to minimize it. And that is what I'm trying to do. That's what I always try to do, is minimize the pain and the hurt. And that's why I think I don't like Graz'zt, because he doesn't care about who gets hurt, he just cares about what he wants. And what he wants might involve people like you that he likes, and he might want you to get what you want. But when it comes to me, or Edward, or Tarek, he does not care if we get hurt. Unless you say so. But you can't say so for everyone.
I I don't want people to get hurt.
I know.
But I also know that it doesn't really matter what I do. People are going to get hurt. The least I can have is a little bit of freedom.
Just be careful. As I know you have been. But just be careful. With freedom also comes pain.
Shrek comes strolling by with a whole quail in his mouth. And he just goes, I'm gonna head to the ship.
That's
Get
probably
ready,
a good idea.
kind of get pumped, get jazzed. I can do this really cool thing with this hammer that I should do like probably around like 11:50, 11:55, something around there. And I'm gonna need all y'all on the boat at that point in time. Kathyr, you want to jam? If you, I mean, you can come too. We're just getting the boat ready, and Kathyr's the only one here who knows how to fly it,
Right.
other than Decam, and I don't know where he is. So
It's probably at the boat.
that would be good.
Okay, yeah. Mhm.
Edward, stop celebrating your victory. We're heading to the boat.
Okay, you guys go ahead. I need to see somebody.
Yeah, sure thing. Just be there. Make it like 11:45.
Okay,
really
yeah,
give us a bit
before
of
the
extra
shield
time.
goes down.
Yeah.
Sounds
Yeah,
good.
okay.
Okay.
So don't we have to meet back here in like an hour, like 2.5 hours?
Do we?
Yes.
You do have to meet back here at 11.
Ooh.
Oh shoot.
Oh, yeah.
So we'll just hang out here, and then afterwards we'll
I
go.
mean,
Yeah,
how
that's
long?
fair.
How long is it going to take to get the boat ready? Like, how long did it take last time?
Probably like an hour.
Okay.
I
So,
mean,
like-
like
timing.
ready is an interesting statement. Like ready for combat or just like ready to move? Because like it's floating in the sky. It's ready to move. Is it battle ready?
Yeah, battle ready. Battle ready. So as soon as we're done here, we just book it to the ship to try and
I
get
mean,
that prepared.
we can probably prep some stuff now.
Well,
before
that's
we
true,
wait,
actually.
like,
Right,
about
that's a
30
good
minutes,
idea.
Yeah,
Do that.
We'll do
yeah.
that.
30 minutes,
Yeah.
something like
Yeah.
Do that. I have somebody to talk to. You guys prep the boat. Easy.
Easy
Great.
See you
peasy.
back here for the meeting or whatever.
Okay.
The thing.
Awesome.
How do you
Edward,
break?
where are you going?
Edward's gonna go to his mother's tent.
It's a little bit of a bigger, nicer tent.
Nice.
You
Does it have
go
the
up
family
to-
crest on it?
It does have the family crest on it.
Let's go.
But you go up to it, and it actually has like a little bell hanging from a post outside of it.
Edward tings the bell.
Okay. It has this very like full, like rich sound to it. Very, very well made bell. Come in.
Edward kind of peeks in through the door and just
Ah,
goes,
Edward.
"Hello, mother. Well, they kind of steps in and he's like, we're preparing to help the fight, and I just wanted to see you before we had
Oh.
to do it."
Are you going to be joining them?
Yes, actually. The task of one of the dragons has been given to us.
You gonna slay a dragon? And
It
may-
sounds
you know,
it sounds
maybe
a lot
maybe
worse
you
than it is.
shouldn't. I don't know. I mean, can you do?
Mother.
I don't want to be like. I don't want to.
No,
Listen,
I
you can do
understand.
anything that you believe in, but are like slaying a dragon? Is that really like your place or?
Mother, if you had any idea what I've been through since I left, where do I even begin? Maybe you should talk to Charles about it sometime as well. He would probably be able to shed some light, but I've been doing a lot. Actually, I've been fighting a bit, learning a lot. I'm traveling with incredible people. Like, they have abilities some I didn't even really know were possible. You know, the fall of Prozius?
Yes.
We were behind that.
Really?
Yeah, I was
And-
there.
Were you like just like recording it, or were
No,
you like,
no, I was actually helping.
wow? All right.
You always encouraged me in magic, and it seems that I have a knack for it. I've even been learning a bit how to fight and wield my weapon a bit better. And I know what you're thinking. The Edward that left the estate, that I get it. The same Edward, but I've just changed a lot. I've learned a lot.
You've grown
And
up.
it's weird. I guess so. I don't. I still
Your
experience a lot
facial
of...
hair is thicker. Look at this. Look at you.
Stop.
You're like
I don't.
almost, and she like kind of pulls just at it a little bit. It's
Ow.
not like super full, but it's just enough that she like can pull on it a little bit. Like there's actually something there now.
Yes, I know. You want to know why? It's because my razor, my straight blade, it's getting dull, and I can't shave it quite as near.
Oh, you should have Charles sharpen that.
You know what? I should. I like to keep a bit of stubble, but that's besides the point. Yes, I've learned a lot, but I haven't really seen you since I arrived, and I just wanted to stop by and see how you are. I know about Newgate. I know about it.
About your father, you mean?
Yes.
Yeah, well, it's definitely not ideal for the family name, but we're
Right.
working through it.
You all right then? I don't know what happened to you after Athala. How did you get out? Was it Charles?
Yeah, after Prozius fell, the whole place kind of went into anarchy.
I knew
Charles-
that would happen. I told them to. We should have had
Charles-
more of a plan, really. This is partially our fault, I think.
I mean,
Needed to be
I don't-
done.
yeah, I would agree. But yeah, so Charles smuggled me out through a catacomb connected to the estate.
That sly dog.
Yes, he's a very helpful man.
He really is. Well, I'm glad you're all right.
Thank you. I'm glad you are safe.
Mother,
Please don't die fighting a dragon. That's
I will do my best.
not okay.
I have people around me who are they're quite protective of me, strangely, for the most part. But I have to tell you, I can't help. I can't hold my tongue about it. It's quite possible that I will be taking some form of leadership or representation among the people of Athala, because there's kind of a gap in that side of things. They just need help, and I don't think it'll be a permanent thing. I don't know. But I just fear I won't be able to see you much in the coming days, depending on where I might need to go or what I need to do. And I just wanted you to know that I'm quite happy. I'm overjoyed, actually, that you are alive. And that I can
I'm
see
very
you
happy
again.
to be alive too, and I am so happy to see your face. And I
You
want
know
you
that
to know
sunrise song? The sunrise song that you wanted me to learn from your home.
Mhm.
The sun and the sunrise. That one?
Yes.
I got to play it for somebody.
Oh, that's awesome.
Oh, this
Very
lute.
nice.
I still have your lute, obviously. It's on my back.
Yes.
Carried with me everywhere.
Good. It will serve you well.
I about tore the head up, not literally, but I about tore the head off of somebody who was mishandling it.
Wow. You have changed.
We are a great influence on your son. You know, we aren't we are teaching him the rules of the streets.
Of the street.
But
Yeah,
Mom,
that's
my
right.
know.
friends are nice.
We're he's in
If
really
you
good
take up-
hands.
Kathyr, get
you
out
know.
of here. No, I'm just
If
kidding.
you do choose to step into that role, I know that would make your father very proud.
Yes, well, proud or not, doesn't really matter, but at least it would do well for the family name.
Yes. Yes, it would.
I want to tell you briefly about the people I've been traveling with.
Please do. I've heard a little bit. It almost sounds like you're traveling with gods, but obviously they're still people.
They are more people than you know. First, I'll tell you about, well, Havel. He was, he liked to argue and
Okay.
cause problems. He was a bit of a troublemaker. He actually was involved quite heavily in crime before we met, but he helped quite a bit, and he seemed to care a lot, but he had a funny way of showing it. Sadly, we lost him to fight with a sea monster, actually, now that I think about it. And then we have Melora. She... Oh, this is an interesting one. Melora. Do you recognize that name?
There are many Meloras in the world.
Sure. What was her last name? Does anybody remember? I can't remember. Melora... S, maybe?
Meridax?
Meridax?
Yes.
Marifax?
Mariax.
Mariax.
There we go.
And he's doing this in game. He's like Melora, Faymax, Maryfax. It's something like that.
Melora Marifax.
Something like that. It's not. You don't know who I'm talking about?
No.
Oh, well, I was hoping you would, apparently. Maybe we were wrong. Well, she seemed to live in Vianola amongst wood elves, and she had red hair. She had a bit of a temper, that one. She was great with a bow. Honestly.
She
had a squirrel.
As you're saying this, she goes and she sits down on like a little cushion and immediately starts pouring a pretty big glass of wine.
Okay.
It's one of those bottles that just has the cup built into the top. So
Sure.
it's just drinking out of a bottle.
Oh my goodness. Well, it's normal for Edward, but he's like, yes, and boy, she was incredible. She could, jump on treetops and just fire arrows like it was nobody's business. It was amazing. And she was a good friend, although we would fight. We thought that maybe we were related, but seems maybe no.
That's
Anyways,
a absurd thought.
maybe. Well, anyways,
Ah.
we also lost her, actually, to the Fae, to a Fae, an Arc Fae. They seem to be quite tied up in all of this. And I miss her every day. I do. At that time, she was my only family. I mean, I didn't know that you were alive. And I guess she might not even be family. Either way, it still means a lot to me.
I'm sorry to hear about her. And him.
It's okay. We were working through it. And then, okay. Now that Melora and Havel have been talked about, there's Kathyr. He puts oomph behind his words if he needs to. He's so confident. I don't know how. It's crazy. He's like following these gods that have given him visions or something. At least that's what he says. And man, I've seen him do some crazy things. Take down like a big old like hulking beast in like 2 swings. Man, it's great. There's this huge shine of light sometimes when he fights. It's really cool. And then there's Renaya. Renaya's tricky, that one. It's hard for me to tell what she's thinking. She is so kind all the time, soft spoken, but she's, well, it's hard to tell sometimes what she really is what she really wants to do, I guess, or why she's doing what she's doing. Sometimes it's hard to tell, but I know she has our best intentions. And then there is, oh, she also killed a witch barehanded, like in one it was like magic. It was cool. And then there's Tarak. Yeah, there's Tarak. He's become a good friend of mine, actually. He's the one teaching me how to fight. He's actually an orc.
She like spits out her wine just a little bit.
I
before
had the same reaction.
composing. I'm sorry. Continue.
I had the same reaction, don't worry. He is what I would say a good orc. He says they don't exist, but he's good. He protects, and he's, man, he has a funny way of saying things. He speaks in riddles sometimes, it seems. But he always seems to know what he's thinking, or like what he thinks about things. It's like he has everything planned out. It's kind of crazy. Nothing really phases him. He's threatened an Archfey. He's threatened. Oh, I won't bring that up. But he's even more confident than Kathyr, I'd say.
Well, it sounds like your friends are unique. And
Certainly, honestly, not on their level. I don't think. I'm just from the Fellows family. I was going to take on the business. I knew a bit of magic when I joined, and then here comes Frack, barreling down the street, and he just picks me up, right off the ground. And he keeps running, I'm flailing, calling for the guards. It was insane. And then we meet Renaya. She punches me in the face, because, well, she thought I was with the witch that we took down sea. It all happened quite fast. And for some reason, I've stuck along, and I've stayed with them, and I think I'm better because of it.
But when you're ready to return back to your life, I'm always going to be here and waiting.
Okay. That's great news, actually. Someday I do hope to retire from all of this chaos. Stay safe. I'll let you know how the fight with the dragon goes.
Thank you. And don't get too ahead of yourself.
I can't promise anything. It seems I have a habit of doing that.
Well, until I see you again, my son.
Yeah. Goodbye, Niefendil, mother. And he walks out of the tent.
Mm-hmm.
And he goes to join the others at the gathering hall, even if he has to wait a bit. But I'm assuming that took a while.
Yeah, I mean, that conversation took as long as it did. So
Sweet. So Edward
you
will
have,
just go back and take a short rest by the banquet.
2.5 hours.
Oh yeah. No, Edward will just like play.
You're not gonna go back to the ship?
He's gonna play his lute. Actually, not back to the ship. Oh no, he's about to be on that thing for
With
hours.
the weird skeletons?
Yeah.
No,
No,
thank
way.
you.
So
No.
he'll just kind of like kind of, what's that called? When you lounge? Is that what that is? He'll kind of lounge by the banquet tent with his lute and play and maybe hum a bit, and he's going to short rest it up, even though I don't know if that helps me at all, but I'm gonna do it. And that's what Edward does.
Okay. Yeah, you hang out by the banquet tent and strum along. What is it? What's the person who like plays music on the corner in town?
Busker.
No, not a. There's a specific term for it. But he's like paid by the city.
Oh. Yeah, I don't know. I have no idea what you're talking about.
I can't remember. Anyway, yeah, you just hang out and you play the lute. The rest of you guys, you make your way outside of the tents, making your way a little bit farther west. Renaya, you notice as you are going, Malice is kind of this direction as well, a little bit off into the distance, and he's levitating these massive boulders into almost like this circle before he crawls into it, and another one of these massive boulders comes up on top and rests, kind of encapsulating him inside of this. And then you slowly watch little runes slowly etch themselves around the base of it, winding its way up.
Renara quickly gets her holy symbol. She's like, "Don't worry, we got this. Sleep tight."
It kind of glows with this kind of sensation of warmth and almost like peace. Like he's like, "Yeah, we're fine." You make your way to your ship, and your bat shows up. Are you using the bat to get up, or are you guys?
I mean,
taking
there's
the
a rope ladder, but why would I take that when I have a elevator
Nice.
with
So
wings?
Trek, you launch yourself up onto the ship with your bat, while Kathyr and Renaya, you guys are kind of forced to just slowly make your way up the rope ladder, like you're 60 feet or however high it is. But you guys enter onto the deck of the Dead King's Hoard. What would you guys like to do?
It's like nighttime, right? So we've got
Mhm.
like skeleton.
Yep, there are skeletons going about.
Good.
They're scrubbing the deck. They're fixing rigging, mostly maintenance type stuff. Since you guys are just hanging out there, it's not like
Is
they have a lot
Takaram
of stuff.
here?
You don't see him at the moment. Do you go looking for him?
Takaram!
He
I
says to
look
the
at one.
massive warship.
I look at one of the skeletons and they go,
Hey, have you seen the like druid with the fire and the little hell demon around here? Can you point to me using one of your skeletons? Yep. Okay.
They point
great.
below deck.
Go below deck. Guys, I'm gonna go grab Takaram. You should
That-
probably be
yep.
informed that we're preparing for war. By the way, skeleton, we're preparing for war.
They all like draw swords.
You've got like
Okay.
2 hours probably.
Prepare the
Like,
ship for
shoot
battle,
them.
please.
They nod and immediately begin going in. Most of them head below deck, where as you follow them, you notice them like gathering cannons and setting cannonballs and grabbing spears and spikes and putting these up on the deck and arranging a variety of different implements of war.
Cue the Home Depot theme.
What?
and at Home Depot, we get the job done. It's just a bunch of skeletons with wooden
Just
boards.
carrying lumber. You guys go below deck, and you see that Takaram's door is closed, much like everybody else's. So,
Knock.
come in.
It's Tarak. We're preparing for war. Figured we should let you know.
Takaram opens the door. War?
2 big
What about a war?
dragons.
A battle, more specifically.
War. Wait,
War never
okay, I'm
changes.
confused. Something about dragons?
Yep, we're
That's
fighting.
Are we fighting a dragon?
The
We're gonna be fighting.
barrier is coming
would like
down
to,
soon, and we are preparing for battle.
Yeah.
We, and I say we as in myself, Edward, Renaya, and Tarak, are going to be fighting a black ancient dragon. Well, actually, I guess we don't know if it's an ancient dragon. We're fighting a black dragon, and we are probably going to end up needing the ship, just in general, to help in the battle.
Yeah. Okay. I'll get ready, I guess.
Can
I
you
mean-
actually? That's a good question. Can you fly? Are you comfortable flying the ship while it's in battle?
Sure. Yeah, I can do that.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I'm gonna
Great.
be honest.
I'm gonna
Insight
go.
check.
Not super convinced here.
Go roll.
Can
roll
I
your
also
insight
insight check?
Anyone who wants to. All three of you, roll it.
I'm not
Great.
gonna inside check him, but I will doubt him.
But
Yeah.
I will doubt him. Oh boy.
22.
Insight 15.
Okay. Both of you kind of get the sensation. It's like I haven't done that before, but I feel like I can do it.
I mean, he just has to fly the boat and give some orders to,
Yeah,
No.
to
yeah.
shoot at things.
I
Yeah.
just want to make sure to Karam,
Oh my
because
goodness.
you've got a whole like heritage to resurrect and everything. Which, just saying, I want you to know, I don't necessarily approve of it, but you know, not my place. If you don't feel super comfortable fighting a battle that you have no previous, connection to, I would totally understand.
Well, it doesn't matter about my heritage. It doesn't work.
Whoa.
It doesn't work.
No. I tried this morning. I don't know if there's a time limit on how long they've been gone or if they can only be resurrected as skeletons, but my people aren't returning. At least not through this method.
Are you sure you used it right?
You're welcome to take a look. But we'll have to do that some other time. I fear obviously we need the key to run the ship, so
Right.
can't really not have that going.
Yeah.
But I would be honored to participate in a piece of history.
I'm really sorry about bringing that up.
It is not something to apologize for.
Well, we're glad to have you.
Right. And we're gonna need all the help we can get.
I will do my part.
In that case, so I know Kathyr, you know kind of how to drive the boat, right?
Yes.
And Renai, you also kind of know how to drive the boat, right?
No.
No? Oh,
Well,
Karam, could
myself
you
and Karam both
give-
know fairly well.
I mean, yeah. I'm never gonna fly this thing, but there is a potential that like someone goes down, and then another person goes down. We're gonna need pretty much everyone who can fly the boat, know how to fly the boat. To
Okay.
Karam, can you give her like a crash course in how to fly a boat?
I would be happy to.
Preferably with less crash, more course.
All right.
I'll
I can do
try.
that. All right. He goes up onto the helm with you, and gives you a crash course. Go ahead, roll a intelligence check just to see how well you pick up on it and remember most of it.
I mean, I did it with Kathyr, but I more did what he told me to do and didn't do it well. Okay, what was it?
Intelligence.
14.
Okay. It's not bad. It's like the
like driving
fifth
a
time that
boat.
you've driven a car. You know, it's like, okay, I know what does what and how it
It's-
in general works.
It's like
Am I
it's like learning to
proficient
drive
with it?
stick.
No,
It's like
Well,
learning
yeah,
to drive
it's
stick.
In Fast and Furious.
Prindle.
exactly.
Okay.
The
Like
Prindle.
Okay.
you could manage.
You know
Yeah.
what? This is a worst case scenario. It's a
Yeah.
it's a bit,
It's like when you're first learning how to drive, and you're like, your dad's like, all right, you're gonna drive us to the supermarket, and you're like, I'm not sure if that's a great idea.
Okay.
Like, I mean, I can, but like, is it gonna? Are you like,
They
you
only
guys are gonna
have
yell at
parallel
me?
parking in that
Like,
parking lot.
It's not gonna be. It's not gonna be good. Like the parking lots there are scary, you know. But yeah,
While she's learning how to drive the boat, I turn to Kathyr and I go,
Yo, you good, man? Like, you were that'll pretty rough earlier.
What parts?
I mean, you were just like real mad. Like normally you're all quiet and sullen, and like the scary stoic where you're like, yes, I'm going to flex my traps, and that's how I express my emotions. But you were like angry. Are you good?
I
Anything I can do to help?
I don't know. Unfortunately. Honestly, Track, just keep doing what you have always done is, just try to help everyone that you can.
Okay, I'm just gonna tell you right now. You've got probably at least another 15 minutes before Renaya either kind of learns how to fire a boat or crashes it. So anything you got on your chest, this is the time. This is the time to let it go.
I don't trust Graz'zt. I don't
I think
I'm,
that's good.
I don't think I'm going to get to a point that I trust him, and I don't think I'm going to ever get to a point that I'm okay with him interacting with Renaya. However,
Okay,
it's
now-
going to happen regardless, and that is just something that I have to deal with and accept.
Great. I agree with you 100% on basically all counts. I am now, with the power of these cool gloves and also this cool hammer, pretty strong, but I still trust Graz'zt about as far as I can throw him. Which
Just
maybe
a little
like
more than it used
maybe
to be.
a couple feet if I get a good like with my legs.
A good like heave ho into it.
Yeah, like a real, like a deep, like a sumo squat kind of deal.
Yeah, I saw that once actually. I
Yeah,
two
never
sumo
have.
wrestlers.
I've
They're-
heard the word.
It's a
So I
classic
think you're right in
tradition up
that.
in Rivaluna. Could
Um,
you picture it? Two just like hulking moon elves just.
I was gonna
going
say
at
yeah,
it?
it's
Every day. every
It's
day?
they're
If
like
only.
they're retired soldiers. That's what they do after they get out.
Yeah, after they put on
That's
too much
right.
weight. Yeah. I think you're 100% correct to be on guard. It's a while ago when we were. I don't even know quite when it was. I don't know if it was after the Fae, before the Fae, in the Fae. Any three of those points in time could
It
have
all kind of
been-
blurs together. It all happened.
Yeah.
It's all very yeah.
Edward once asked me how I like dealt with things or what exactly he was supposed to do to prepare for things. Not to prepare, because that was my answer, is that when you don't know if something is a threat, you should still prepare for the eventuality that it is. And I maintain that. Theoretically, assuming that we live through the night, you will get to have the experience of being in the Scarlet Wastes. That is going to be a very important lesson that if you do not learn, you will die. And so I have confidence that you will survive longer than Edward will.
I hope that
Pretty low bar, I know.
I hope that I survive long enough to keep Edward alive.
Yeah, it's going to be probably the biggest challenge, because we all know he's going to wake up one day and say, hey, look, there's some water, and then bam, Cugglewampa's going to get him. Every time.
I feel offended,
what-
but I
a what
also
now?
feel loved. It's a weird combination of offense and
Did you
love.
say a Cuggawumper?
A Cuggawumpa, yep.
I don't. What is
Don't
that?
ask. It's a long story. Trust me, you'll learn when you get there.
Okay.
Never. But yeah, I don't think that. I just want you to be aware. I don't think that what your opinion of Graz'zt is necessarily incorrect. But I agree. There's not really anything that we can do. But I do agree. You don't have to like him, but we are going to have to put up with. He's like me when I just sleep on someone's couch without really asking.
Do couches exist in this world, DM?
Man, they do
Yes.
in the waste. Let me
Totally.
tell you. So one luxury
They're just
we
like
have.
they're just like corpses that they like lean against.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah.
Ew.
Oh yeah, in the group
Yep.
voice, yeah, true.
But
Well,
yeah, and then when eventually, I will say if, because there's a potential that nothing goes wrong, however slim that is. But I'm going to say when, because that feels more accurate. When something goes wrong, we're just going to be ready for it, because we're never going to untense. We're going to be prepared 24/7, and we will never relax. That is how you survive in the
It
Scarlet
is
Wastes.
canon that Tarak is always clenching.
100%. I'm in full flex 24/7. That is how I survived. I have
Oh, he
survived in
stays
Scarlet
so
Wastes for
thick.
12 years, and I have not let up since. And I think I'm doing great, and that's just how we're gonna do. And that's how it's gonna work, and it's gonna work out great.
Gluteus Taraximus.
Thank you, Tarak. That makes me feel more at ease.
100%. I mean, don't feel at ease. Definitely remain concerned. But concerned, but not interfering. I think that's kind of where I'm gonna be with, like, I mean, hey, he's gonna show up, and I'm gonna give him a look that's like, I see you.
Oh no, the DM
He's
moved.
back. We're good.
Hello?
We're fine. It's all good. It's okay.
We're all
And then,
good?
Yep.
And then he's gonna leave, and I'm going to breathe a slight sigh of relief. And then that's just how it's gonna be. But I think we're gonna do great. Honestly, I doubt that anything will go wrong in the foreseeable future, other than the fact that we're all gonna die in the Scarlet Waste before we. Actually, that's probably the biggest thing. We're all gonna die before this can blow up in our faces. If
Why
that
do-
brings you any sense of safety.
Why does that actually kind of relieve me just a little bit? You know? Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it's pretty relieving.
You know, and it's just quiet. And it's just done. You know.
Yep, we're gonna die, and then it's not gonna matter anyway.
Anyway.
Good talk, champ.
Yep.
Do the shoulder slap. Like, now we better make sure that Renai doesn't crash this boat.
But the
I
skeletons,
think I'm getting the hang of it.
Wait,
Whenever the skeletons roll, it just makes a xylophone noise.
this is the equivalent of the
Oh,
SpongeBob
no,
scene.
not that lever!
Whoa, that
Oh,
was
my
weird.
bad. Sorry.
This is the equivalent of the SpongeBob scene where they're going through the rocks, and SpongeBob's like, "You're good. You're good."
Good.
The skeletons are the ones.
We'll
being
buff out those
SpongeBob.
scratches later.
Don't worry, Captain. We'll buff out those scratches later.
Oh boy.
And
That's
just
all I've
crashing
got.
into a whole mountain.
Yes or not? Well, what would you like to do?
Okay, once I finish learning
Mhm.
everything, I turn to Takaram. Right. Thank you. I'm practically a pro. Also, I'm really sorry. It didn't work.
It's okay. It was a long shot anyway.
Are you a huggy person?
Aaron. I can be. And opens up to give you a hug.
She hugs him.
And hugs you back. It's kind of like that. It's like the warm fatherly embrace that you never got.
Oh, facts.
Oof. Too real,
Same.
DJ. Too real.
Same.
Hey, Grant, you can't say that.
Edward.
Oh, Edward. Well, yeah, I guess Edward. Yeah.
Yeah, no, her dad was terrible.
Yeah,
It's fine.
my dad
Yeah,
sucks.
her dad.
He's
I was
a
like,
cult
that's why I
guy.
said. That's why I said Grant can't say that, not Lydia.
I have a.
We're not
sweet
talking about
dad.
Lydia's dad. We're talking about
We're
Renai.
talking about Renaya's dad.
But I'm saying it to Grant because Grant come. Never mind.
My laugh just sounded like a goose. Did you hear that?
Anyway, he pulls back, and there you can tell that he while he was hugging you, maybe wiped a tear away. Steps back. Listen, I'm definitely gonna help out tonight, and really however long you need me. But I probably should be on my way. I have other leads to chase, I guess. So I don't know how much longer I'll be here, but yeah.
You'll say goodbye though before you go, right?
Of course, yes.
Just leaves. Just in the middle of the battle, just takes our ship.
Anyway, so we're fighting a dragon.
Right.
That's not something I can say I've done before. This will be a new experience for me.
Look, Edward's great, and he's learning the Healy stuff.
But if I go down, bring me up. So then if you go down, I can bring you up, okay?
Great. It's like an anti-suicide pact. We'll let
Yeah,
them
we got
die,
it.
but you and I, we got it. Okay,
No,
great.
we'll make sure they're up, but we gotta be up so that they can be up.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. Yeah. Okay. All right. I can do that.
We want to protect them
You know,
too. Okay.
the more I think
Yes,
about it,
I was joking.
the more I think about it, the
hard
more I
to
feel
test.
like I should have my brother drive the ship.
Yarrow, put him in the direct line of fire of a dragon. Yeah.
No, no, no,
Even
no,
though he's
no,
going
no,
to go
no,
fight the other dragon.
Yeah,
no,
isn't
no,
he
no, no.
fighting the other dragon?
No, no, no. I was gonna say have him use the ship and just use the ship to fight, like just in a more general sense. That way, Takaram can be with us directly. Because the problem is we aren't going to be fighting the dragon on the ship.
Oh, so you think?
I mean,
got
are we?
Pharaoh isn't very good at communication, so.
The dragon will most likely be flying.
I mean,
Yay.
until we bring him down.
That's true. Until you kill him, he will most likely be flying.
I mean,
Says the DM. We gotta use that
Wait.
ship, baby.
Here's the
We got a
problem.
flying ship with
I can't
skin
melee a
wings.
dragon that's
This
flying.
is your chance to use the cool
I
skin
can't
But we
wing
gotta
melee
get
a
up
dragon.
to
We
him.
have to use it. It's got cannons.
We gotta
Anyway.
get up.
We get to fight a
Pow,
dragon in a
pow.
skyboat. It's
How
awesome.
can we fight him if he's up in the air and we're down here?
We don't have Melora anymore.
You
Rip.
can't smite him
I have
if
a
he's up
bat.
there.
That's the
Yeah,
most
but
I
even
can
if I'm up
input
there,
I
I
can
can't
give.
smite him if he's not in melee
I have
range.
some ranged spells.
But that's why we got the ship to get in melee range. We like
Ooh.
I don't know. Maybe.
just bumper cars.
I want Kathyr to dive off the ship.
Just swan down,
Why
like
would
like
you-
we're flying above the dragon, and we just.
So,
Catman.
what is the plan with the dragon?
That's a good question.
We fight him on our own terms. In
I
the
think we're gonna
sky.
figure
Yeah,
it
go
out as
get-
we go.
Okay. I'd prefer more of a plan than that. I'm gonna go
Okay.
get to Rack.
All right, so that's a good idea.
He goes down beneath the deck.
No, walk up.
Track,
Yeah.
Cather.
Yeah,
You guys got
yes.
like. Guys, sorry, am I interrupting something?
No.
Cool.
Just two
Great.
dudes hanging out.
In a hot tub.
5 feet apart.
Because you're not gay. Yeah, you guys got like a plan for this
I'm gonna hit it with a hammer.
Okay.
So the general plan is that after the wall comes down and the battle
Okay.
starts, Track is going to buff us as far right. Is that right, Track? You're gonna
Yeah.
like do a thing with your hammer.
Like
that-
literally, I'm going to buff you. Although I don't think it really matters as much for you. But
Right.
everyone else
so,
is going to get jacked.
So he's gonna help improve our abilities a little bit. I need to be steering the ship and calling out orders to the skeletons in regards to fire and reload. Meanwhile, the rest of us are going to, well, I shouldn't say the rest of us. Myself and Track are going to try to stay within the edges of the ship in order to attack it with our weapons. Edward and Renaya, I imagine, are going to be keeping a bit more of a distance, trying to heal and buff everyone, and make sure nobody dies to the best of their ability.
Okay, understandable. All right.
Um,
And I will do my best to make sure that if I can help with the healing, Poyo should be able to wander around and just kind of pop a few,
Papa heal.
pop a heal. Yeah, exactly. You know, close to wounds. I almost said HP, but I don't know what that term means. So I don't know where that came from.
I think it is as health points.
Oh, how do we? What's the scale for that? I don't.
Life's a game, Takaram. Life's
I
a game.
That got really like cryptid really quick. Wow. Okay.
Or maybe health passes. I think that's what it is. Health passes.
Like, you know, like when you were a kid in school, and like you had to go out into the hall to go to the bathroom.
Yeah,
You had
yeah,
a
I
hall
think
pass
so.
to walk around.
Yeah.
So this is like the rights to live or whatever.
Yeah, yep, I think that's right.
Great. Love this.
You're going to do
Well,
great.
cool. I guess.
It'll be great. My my brother and Kiyomura will be handling the other dragon.
There's another dragon?
Right. There's 2 dragons. We're handling one. They're handling another one. The gods are fighting some Archfey, but we won't have to worry about them.
Wow, okay. This battle just went, from like
We also
really,
killed
like,
the
intense
dragon
to,
that
like,
we're going to. The dragon we're going to be fighting. We killed his brother already.
and it's personal. Great.
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay.
Well, to be fair, we've never met this dragon before, so it might not know us.
Oh, we don't know.
I mean,
Okay.
shh.
Um,
That doesn't have to be said out loud, Drake.
We don't know.
Tell him that it's an ancient dragon.
okay.
We don't know that.
I'm just gonna step up onto the deck and take a breath real quick. He like steps up. Renai, you're just hanging out on the deck, and you just see Chikaram like come up, and he like just grabs the rail. Okay.
Man's in stress.
He's regretting his
Yep.
life decisions.
Yeah, I am excited. Hey, you seen Poyo?
No,
Wait,
but I
come here.
have this, and they're big over me.
What's
Aw.
with the I guess he's kind of cute, isn't he? Ah!
Oh, he does that. It's
Definitely.
Does somebody
Rabid.
need a hug?
It's just a rabid raccoon.
That's great. I'm gonna grab Poyo.
Okay.
Buddy.
We
Find
should
your dad.
probably
He
make our
goes and
way
he
back.
finds Poyo. You can tell that he's visibly stressed for the battle ahead.
We should probably make our way back towards the tents
Yep.
and get
Yeah.
ready.
I would say at this point it's probably been pretty close. So you guys begin making your way back down the ladder. Tikaram starts pulling the ship in, so it's a little bit closer to the wall. At this point, you can tell the wall is barely hanging in there. Like it's like flickering and phasing in and out. Like it, and it's very short comparatively. Only about as tall as the Archfey, just enough to kind of cover their head. So only about 10, 15 feet tall. The camp is
Wait.
bustling.
Can we see the Fae?
Mm-hmm.
Is it Lady Morantar and what's her face?
Yes, there is Lady Morantar.
Yep.
There is Lady Morantar. There is Zestari. And there's another one that you see. A male figure. This kind of a hulking-esque figure. Similar to that of the what are they called? The
Added to the comp.
sorry.
DJ flipping through his books, baby. Best part of the paper dungeon. For the podcast listeners, he's flipping through a book right now.
Oh, similar in appearance to like a Woe Strider, where it's kind of like hunched over and like crawling on all fours, except
Nice.
much larger, with the hunch, resting at about 15 feet tall. Instead of kind of spindly long limbs, they're like it's very gorilla-esque, actually. Now that I kind of think of it, like massive gorilla with spines and horns and spikes coming out at all random protrusions, and it's like jagged, bloody protrusions, almost like it looks like these have been like rammed through his skin to
Ew.
penetrate out. Just even like oozing boils and pus and all this disgusting.
Stop. It's like a gross Ben 10 creature.
Yeah, that's kind of a good way to put it. After asking around a little bit, you come to know that this is the Archfey Travaran.
Ben 10 and Dark Souls collab.
I don't like it.
I don't like it. But the camp is bustling. People are donning their armor, sharpening their weapons. You can see there are many people who are coming together to create lines and get into formations.
They're forming
to
ranks.
kind of prepare. Yeah, they're forming ranks. Many different leaders. And then you can see there is a smaller camp that is also having ranks formed around it of women and children who are not able to fight, who are staying back, all the kids and the caretakers of them. you guys make your way to the main tent, where it is bustling as different lieutenants and majors report to this tent. So there's lots of people coming in and out, informing the different ranks of what's going on. Revoluthel seems to be kind of manning this whole thing. You guys enter. Perfect. Are you guys ready?
Yes. I think we are.
Very nice. I believe there's a little bit of time. If you need any weapons sharpened or prepared, there are smiths around. You can just find any one of them. Otherwise, basically just hang out here for the next 30 or so minutes, and then you should be good to go after that. Any questions on anything?
No. Thank you, Revoluthel.
Perfect. Kiamor is on the far side of the tent, or far side of the camp with his men. They are preparing and getting everything ready.
Right. Thank you.
Of course.
Kathyr just goes and finds a quiet spot, and just kind of
Yeah.
and just he just finds a kind of just a spot just to sit and just kind of calm his mind and just kind of meditate a little bit, before the battle.
You go and sit down. You just sit down, kind of leaning against a pole.
A tree, a pole.
Yeah,
sure.
there's not really a tree right where you're at, but you lean against a pole that one of the tents is kind of staked to, and out of the corner of your eye, you notice kind of a little rustle in this pile of blankets next to you. After just a second, Mary pops her head out of the blankets. Oh,
Mary?
Hi.
What are you? You should need.
I don't know what to. I don't know what's going on. I'm just gonna hide here.
Right.
If they can't see me, they can't do anything. So it's fine.
How far away are we from the front lines?
From the front lines, 200 feet.
How far away is the other group of non-fighters?
Probably another 200 feet behind you.
Okay. Right. Here.
Are you more blue now? I think you're more blue.
Maybe.
Like a deeper like. Yeah. You're definitely more blue now.
You think so?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's probably sadder.
Right.
If that's what you mean.
Here, come this way, Mary. We can get you somewhere a little safer.
Okay, I guess. All right. I mean, my plan was pretty flawless. Like, if they can't see me, they can't get me. That's what my sister tells me when I'm afraid of demons at night. So, like, should be just fine.
Wrong group for that.
Wrong group.
Right. Well, now you can be not seen over here.
Okay, I guess that's fine.
I just leave her. Renaya,
What?
could you come help me?
Yeah, what's up?
I just need to take Mary over
Mary?
here.
What?
As I'm like holding her hand as we're walking.
Hi, Renaya.
Why are you here?
I was hiding in the pile of blankets.
Why are you hiding in the blankets?
If they can't see me, they can't hit me.
That
That's
is
how I hide
so
from
not
demons.
true. Okay. Oh no. Oh.
Like pops out with just
I'm
2 whole
I'm
quails.
taking her to the
Hey, Turak.
further away.
What the-
over here. Yeah. So anyway.
Kathyr, you brought a child to the battlefield?
I did not do
I
that.
am not a child.
I mean, at least put her in the back.
That's what I'm doing.
Okay, so I think that your
Wait.
perception of what is so you're going
Okay.
where are you going to put her?
I'm taking her the additional like 200 feet back where all the other people who are not fighting are being kept and guarded.
Oh, I got it.
No.
Hey,
Okay.
Mary, you ever flown
Ah.
before?
No, I don't think so. Aside
You
from
want to fly?
yeah.
Hey, Kathyr, on the count of 3, I just want you to throw it into the air.
Whoa, whoa, whoa,
Okay.
whoa, whoa,
One.
whoa, whoa. I did
Oh,
not. This is not what I agreed to.
Two.
Like, no, whoa, whoa, whoa,
You're
whoa,
good.
whoa.
You
What?
got this.
Three.
You got
Keep
this.
your
You
hands
got
up.
this.
Bat just swoops in, just yeets her out of there.
You chuck
Problem
her into
solved.
the air, and your bat immediately snatches her up. She's screaming the entire time.
Yep,
Before
just calmly set her down with the other safe people behind the lines of safety.
Everybody in the camp is watching this tiny
Yes.
girl be
just
taken
being
away
snatched
by
by
this
a bat.
bat.
They're like, oh,
She's
someone
like a
got through.
siren.
Something got through the wall and took Mary.
Oh,
What are you gonna do?
Oh, look!
Poor
It looks like
Mary.
it looks like even Mary was too much for it. It put her back.
Poor
Mary's
Mary.
a sassy little girl.
I'm
So-
bring the bat back once Mary is deposited safely.
Deposited.
Deposited safely.
Oh.
A few more minutes go by. You all prepare for the battle ahead. Are you guys gonna get on the boat? What?
We should probably be on the boat.
Yep.
Um,
Edward will also
Boat,
go on the boat for
Boat,
sure.
boat.
Right.
You guys make your way back up onto the boat, preparing. There's
When I
many
think that
cannons
there's
and
like
stuff.
5 minutes left, just tell me
Okay.
then.
Yeah. So you get to that point.
5 minutes happens. I'm gonna gosh dang pull out Rock for Us. I don't know how it works. I don't know if there's like a button I press or an activation keyword, or if I just think really hard. The wording on this says allies, which means I assume that I can't choose myself.
You can choose yourself.
Oh, sick. That's really great.
Yeah, you and up to 10 people.
Okay, so
Not
I'm
you
going
and
to
up 10
choose-
people. You and up to 9 other people. 10 people
Yes.
total.
I'm going to choose me, the other 3 members of the party, my bat, Takaram.
Okay.
Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and
And just 4 lucky skeletons.
yeah, I'm gonna choose the 4 skeletons that seem most vital to maintaining the ship in the sky.
Go ahead. You know what? Roll a D100 for me.
100%.
Let's go.
My
Aaron.
natural
That's just-
skills.
That's
It's
just,
2d10s.
Yeah, 2d10s, man.
96.
Dang.
Great. 90, 96, 97, 98, 99. No, 97, 98, 99, and 100. Number skeletons. They're
Percent.
great. They're
Awesome.
ruling.
They're
So
pocket-
while you are affected by this boon, your strength score is at 20.
Yep.
And you gain 50 temporary hit points.
Nice.
What?
Yeah, it's pretty
Oh.
busted.
You basically briefly become a like fighter.
Oh my god, I feel like
Temp is
Yeah.
50?
double myself.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy, right?
Wait, and then hold on. Temporary is 50. What was the other? 20
Your strength is 20. Yes.
Whew.
Which means that
You
you
have
have
a
a +5 bonus
plus 5
to strength right
modifier.
now.
Yeah.
And now I have a question, DM. Since mine
Yeah.
is at 20 now, and I get the +2 from the weapon, does it go up to 22?
Yes.
Yeah.
Sick.
So while you're
Jacked.
using this, oh my goodness,
I have a
Eric,
+6.
you can self combo.
Just so you know, I can only do this once every 7 days.
Only
So,
once every 7 days. And the first 6 rounds of combat, cannot attack.
yes.
That's fine.
So only healing magic from you.
Or his
I'm down.
his fun reactions.
You guys, he doesn't look like he really knows what he's doing, but he just kind of takes the hammer in front of him and briefly like taps it to the deck, and this little ring of light beams out from the hammer, and you guys immediately are filled with this vitality to you. You suddenly feel stronger than any of you have ever felt before, aside from you, Kathyr. You're like, man, whatever, I feel the same.
Yeah, definitely fine.
But even Renat, for the moment, you feel stronger than you even felt when you had the Gauntlets of Ogre Strength. You once again feel the strongest you have ever felt, and you almost feel this toughness in your skin. Like suddenly, all of your skin almost it's kind of this gross sensation where you feel very calloused, like everywhere, where you're just like tougher and like working hands type. Like Edward, you hate it, It's probably the worst
Oh.
you've ever felt.
Sure.
But you gain those 50 temporary hit points.
Nice. That's beefy.
It goes quiet as everybody prepares.
It says, is it 6 rounds or is it 1d6 rounds? Because it says 1d6 on the
rounds.
sheet.
It is 1d6 rounds. Yeah, go for it. Cool. So the first 4
Really
rounds of
good.
combat,
That's
you
really good.
cannot attack.
Better than 6.
That's very true. Well,
So-
depending.
Goes through this, and the camp goes quiet. A few minutes pass, and you begin to hear these screeches and echoes as these monstrous sounds begin echoing from across the river as the border begins to shimmer. And then you hear this crash and thud. Looking through the border. Yes.
I'm sorry, I just remembered this. Can I, because I need it so bad. I would like to do false life on myself real fast, and then keep. going.
That
I'm
will
sorry.
remove. It doesn't add to your temporary hit points.
Temporary hit points don't stack.
Yep.
Never
So
mind.
unless you want to switch out your 50 for like
No,
4.
I'm good.
So
Also, DM, I want to make sure you heard me. I also said I cast Warding Bond.
okay.
Also,
Uh,
DJ, you're doing
oh
great,
my
and I
gosh.
really
So
like this
sorry.
little
I'm so
scene that
sorry.
you're displaying. I think it's really
You
great.
did really great.
I'm really
Just
excited
trying
to
to
see what
set
you
the
do with
mood.
it.
I'm so sorry.
So
I'm trying to be prepared. I'm trying to play good.
you hear this thud as Travaron, this heaping gorilla-esque character in front of you, approaches the border, rises up on its hind legs, and slams its fist, causing a spiderweb of cracks across the border. Stands up again, slamming, causing pieces of this kind of force field like wall to break and fall, almost like shattering gas. Does it one last time, causing the entire wall to shatter.
Nice.
And as immediately this horde of these. Have you guys ever seen I Am Legend?
Yes.
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 Yeah. You know, Lydia, you wouldn't like it, I don't think.
Probably not.
But you guys know like the cancer creature things
Yeah.
and kind of how they act, how they're like these almost like they don't actually have like ligaments and stuff, and they just kind of like charge and run at you.
Just
Yep.
flop.
Real
Yeah,
loose.
they kind of just flop. It's like that. It's not flop, but they're like this animalistic desire.
I got
this
the picture.
Army of inhuman humanoids
Wakanda forever!
barreling forward, charging into the camp. As it does, Trauron begins running forward, and for a brief moment, there is a low flash in the sky, and you guys watch as Malkuma seemingly just like falls, just like free falling. And just before he lands, he pulls up these 2 massive arced blades that kind of create the circle on either side, begins spinning them, and drills through Travaron's shoulder and engages in battle.
Nice.
Demarius lands as well, immediately grabbing Lady Moruntar and Zestari, and pushing them both back with these almost like these floating constellations in his hands, just kind of pushing them both back.
That's so cool.
You guys sit and wait as this battle begins. The soldiers engaging and striking and fighting. And then you hear this monstrous bellowing roar from the mountains in the distance. And as behind the mountains there are these massive storm clouds with little flashes of lightning as this thunderstorm begins off in the distance, not above you guys. In those flashes of light, you see this black silhouette of the biggest dragon you guys have ever seen, rising out of the mountains and into the sky before launching itself forward, barreling towards you guys. You see another rising up, flying slightly higher, and also barreling toward you guys. With both of these dragons coming at you, the Archfey down beneath you, and this inhuman army barreling down on you and your friends. We're going to end right there and start up next week
30
with
minutes
that.
early.
I'm sorry.
Oh
It was
my
either 30
God.
minutes early or 2.5 hours late.
Yeah.
So-
Silly
cool.
times.
That's okay.
Hey,
I'm
that-
losing my voice.
It's
Gods
alright.
versus
That
the
means
Fae.
that means we'll get to play half an hour later next week.
Yeah,
This
yeah.
is so cool,
Yeah,
guys.
that's how that
over.
works.
Yeah.
We're in
So-
a battle with
Well, I mean, it's the
Fae
last
and gods
stream
and
of the main
dragons.
campaign before
That
the end
is
of the
true.
year.
I'm
It'll
so.
be the
freaking
one
Last
of the year.
stream of 2020. Oh my gosh, guys, can we talk about how it's the last stream of 2021 next week?
It won't be the last
That was the-
stream.
that was the
It's
main
the
campaign.
Like main
last
campaign stream.
episode,
But
episode
you guys get what I
52.
mean. 2021.
Last- Wow.
How, where did it go?
Last episode. I
Right.
don't know.
Wow. It really
Yeah,
flew
The
by.
anyway.
crazier part is
Pun intended.
we started this in a whole 2 years ago. It would be like
Gross.
in like
Don't
don't
don't say it.
Weird. Kind
That is weird.
like
Soon
like
enough,
it's
yeah.
not like
It is
like
Soon
it's
enough.
yeah, it's gonna mark like a year and a half.
We're
Very
in a
nice.
battle with gods and fae and dragons. I'm so happy.
You're only level 8. What am I doing?
It's so cool. We're gonna
Welcome
die.
to Dungeons and Dragons 5th edition, where
Yeah.
challenge rating is the most confusing thing in the world.
I hope we can make it to
So-
the Crimson Waste.
We're gonna die. I mean,
We'll
we're
die
gonna
there
die
if
either
we
here or
don't die
there.
there,
One of the two.
Either you die
Life's
here,
just
you
a
die in the
game.
waste.
This is
You
an
know?
episode
Just a
10
game.
campaign. Or wait, what? Level 10 campaign.
What?
Can you try
Ooh.
that again for us?
This campaign goes to level 10 and then we die. That's
And then
my
you die.
that's my theory.
Well, I mean, if
I
we
mean,
die
at
now,
this
it'll
rate.
still be a waste.
Okay. We're going to stop. Thank you guys so much for watching this episode. I'm sorry for the choss that it was. But
Chaucy, bro.
we are so
Sorry,
happy that you guys are here. Thank you guys for sticking with us for all of 2021. It's not over yet, so definitely keep coming around for the next few weeks because we got a ton coming at you. And then we have some big plans and surprises for 2022. So definitely
So
don't be going
many.
anywhere. It's going to be awesome. It's so much work.
We'll
but
talk more
we
about this
got it.
episode on Thursday at Table Scraps.
Whoa.
Afternoon. Be in the Discord if you want to know when it starts.
Exactly.
Chaucy with a capital.
Otherwise, share us with your friends, follow us on social media, subscribe if you feel like it. If you want to support us, show a little bit of love.
Dude.
We always appreciate that. But otherwise, good luck and Godspeed, Dungeoneers. We will see you next time. No, Grant, you don't get to say it. So long.
Dang it. We love your
Yep.
podcast on YouTube.